That's what it's like.
We'll figure it out.
The trailer does look like it's about to finish.
Oh, hello. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Sorry, it's been a little bit hiccupy, but don't worry about it. It's all sorted out now. We are live. We're here for Smash Sauna. Exciting tournament, exciting games. We're going to be starting out with the cruise set of the same circuit here. And I'm Barmy. With me, I've got Skips. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Awesome.
I was told that it was optional to dress up. So I stole my wife's bathrobe because that's the only thing I could think of. But
you know what? I didn't even notice that you were wearing a robe. I thought it was like some really nice suit jacket that you had on.
It's just very fancy.
Oh, it's not. Yeah. Oh no, it's actually a robe. It's fine. I'm very casual as well. It's okay. It's fine. Don't worry, man. So yeah, cruise. Who have we got?
We've got Ireland going up against Finland, which is gonna be exciting. I've been looking at the teams here, and something that stands out immediately about Ireland is the double Jigglypuff. I mean, Jigglypuff being a bit of a rarer character in the first place, and seeing her twice is immediately a bit surprising.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Maxi, obviously a very well-known titan of the game, had some amazing results, but Verdant people may not have heard of, but he's actually really good. And I think at one of the crews, like not too long ago, I think he got MVP for the whole cruise event. You know, in the conversations, he got given the MVP and completely messed up whatever team he was playing against. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing if Verdant can get that same kind of performance again this time.
Yeah, we'll definitely see how that turns out. Now, of course, there's another Jigglypuff in this crew battle. I think probably the one that's the most recognizable solo battle on the side of the Finnish team, which is that one is going to be harsh to get past. In fact, I honestly think the Finnish team is looking a little terrifying in general. We've got Levingi in there as well, and then a Tinker, which I thought I was done with Dota for today. And here I'm getting chased around by Tinkers.
Nice.
It's just
I don't know Tinker particularly. I'm not sure who they are. But what I will say is that obviously because they have solo battle, as you were saying, maybe these players are probably some of the best to deal with Ireland's double puff lineup that they've got for them. Maybe they all know the matchup super well.
Oh yeah, that's actually an interesting consideration there, right? Because you would imagine that the Finnish team, they probably practice against each other a bunch, right? So having solo battle in there means they, in all likelihood, they actually have some experience in this matchup. Now, they do also just have a bit of a weird team, the Finnish team in general. They have got Jigs, Peach, Falco, Sheik, Luigi, Falco, and Marth. not a singular fox in it. So I wonder if that might end up being a little bit of a problem.
Mm. Well, I know that. I mean, Finland. This tournament is being run by the Finland team. So some of their players, like Mayhem, is one of the ones that I'm specifically thinking about. Aren't available. I know Mayhem is one of their stronger players. Is a spacey player as well. So yeah, we've maybe because they've got some less players than they would before. They've decided let's throw some jank at Ireland. Let's see if they know their super weird matchups, and maybe we'll we'll get by on that whatever. I don't know what to
Yeah.
call it.
I mean, it's
Game plan.
definitely one of those things where it's just, I mean, like we've all been playing, watching Melee for so long, right? It's such an old game. And still, it always feels like there's something new that can surprise you at any given moment. I was doing the commentary for the newbie showdown a week ago, and what we saw there in the finals was an Ice Climbers versus Luigi, which I had never seen before in my life. I've never seen that matchup before that time. And it's just kind of like really cool how there's still so much to discover for all of us, right? Well, we'll see how that works out. For our first matchup, we have Dara versus Ake, I assume that's how we pronounce it. Sorry, Ake, probably.
I don't know. I always say Aka, like Ak. I don't know. I think you're probably just as correct as I am. I have no idea.
But that's going to be a Sheik versus a Luigi. Now, I'm going to go ahead and admit right away, probably not the matchup I'm the most familiar with. Is there maybe something you can tell us about these two?
No, I don't know anything about this matchup. I mean, I feel like obviously Luigi has to be on the ground, so like Sheik can just kind of abuse the air. I don't know. It's a weird matchup. I think Finland have done this on purpose. I think this is their big brain play. I think they've got something here because I don't know how Dara would feel about this matchup, but I wouldn't feel comfortable in it.
You know, if they can't win, at least embarrass the casters, right?
Yeah.
Although that's not to say they can't win. I mean, is it fair to call Finland the favorites here? Probably, right?
To call them a what? Sorry,
the favorites for this little match here.
I think you know what. I think it could be really close. This one. I think Ireland definitely have some really heavy hitters.
Yeah,
but I mean, I think Aka is actually really good. I don't know if you've seen them play very much, but I've played against them and watched them, and they are really, really cool. They do a lot of like slightly unconventional Luigi tech, and I think we could see some cool stuff from Aka.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like anything Luigi does is like unconventional by default, right?
Yeah. True that.
It's just I look at Finland's team and I see Solo Battler and Levingi, two players that have just been performing exceptionally well in all of the same events and even tournaments outside of that, right? Although I don't think Solo Battle did that well at the Colosseum. I'm still calling a bit of a scam on that though. Did you see Solo Battle's bracket in Poyon Colosseum?
Yeah, I did see it.
That was not fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to be heading into match 1 now. It's going to be Dara versus Ake, Luigi versus a Sheik for the first game of this Finland versus Ireland crew battle. And we're starting out on Battlefield, which is, I think, just generally like a great neutral start.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with this.
Now we got the first grab. Now, it's something I'm always on the lookout for is like Sheik and her grab shenanigans on pretty much anyone, of course, but especially like kind of the lower tier characters, right? But it seems like she doesn't really have too much on Luigi. We also saw something that I actually expect to see a lot today, and that is that invisible ceiling.
Invisible ceiling, yeah. Well, I feel like you're right. Sheik has such a strong shield game, right? And because Luigi just kind of approaches on the ground, I feel like Dara could just bait a lot of things out with run-up shield and get some of this chip damage on him. Ooh. But yeah, forward right there.
That was beautiful. Dodging the back air with that air dodge. I mean, anything else and you're dead, right? Like, otherwise you don't survive. Perfectly timed too. And now we've got Ake pressuring Dara off the stage, down it, and that closes it out with the first stock going to Ireland.
Yeah. Dara needs to close the stock up, otherwise he's gonna get some nasty advantage from. Oh,
Ooh. And now a
no
misfire?
misfire. Still, and he didn't have his jump. Okay.
Yeah, it was one of those things, right? I mean, like, he got saved by it once already, right? Second time, wasn't gonna happen. Oh, we got a grab? Trying to chase this down, but I think it seems Sheik has a similar problem to, I think, a lot of characters against Luigi, which she just can't really get the follow-ups that she would usually like to get. We see a grab into just kind of like, ooh.
What a trade!
Okay, can you make it back? No.
Wow. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I was literally just about to say, I feel like Sheik should be able to edgeguard Luigi pretty well, but Dara caught slipping just a little bit, holding onto that ledge. Tiny bit too long.
Yes, actually, I feel like Dara has shown that Sheik should have a relatively easy time edgeguarding Luigi. But at the same time, Ake just very tricky. Very tricky, utilizing all of Luigi's options to like the best possible extent and managing to sneak around it.
So crucial if you're going to be a Luigi player. Like, you have to use all the mix-ups you can.
I think that's just kind of like the nature of any lower tier character, right? Like, if I'm playing Fox, I can do so much. There's like a near endless amount of possibilities. But as one of these lower tier characters, I just have my small little toolbox and I need to make sure I use every part of it. And I feel...
Yeah, 100%.
We've got ourselves a... Well, they're still kind of just poking each other.
Yeah, they're both very high percent. I'm wondering if up air is better in that situation, but maybe not. I'm not sure. Luigi does. Oh, very nice.
Any chance Dara, maybe a bit of an old school player, still has that PAL muscle memory?
Yeah, that's true. Could possibly.
To the people not familiar, there's a big difference between Sheik in PAL and NTSC. Where in PAL, the up air from Sheik, it doesn't kill. It just straight up is not a kill option.
Yeah. Strong up air and NTSC, very good kill options, especially against floaties. But here we are, last stock situation. This is very close.
I mean, I think it's one of those cases where whoever takes it, you can't feel bad about losing. Like,
no, not at all.
You can't feel bad about losing here at all, right? This is both players putting on a very, very good showing, and well, we'll see how it turns out. I do think that
dash attack. Ooh. That was dangerous, and he's but there's the nair. Maybe overextending a little bit.
Ake doing an exceptional job getting out of all of these tricky situations. Always playing it, playing in a very nice defensive game. Oh, up smash.
Whoa!
That's it. Wow.
Wow.
Ake takes it. That's the first game in favor of the Irish team.
Other way around, Finnish team.
Apologies, Finnish team. Oh, that's my bad. No,
Finnish team, yeah.
In favor of the Finnish team. Yes.
That's still, very, very close game. Aka just having the read on Dara, drifting in, trying to get in to stage a little bit unsafely, just giving him big chop, big Luigi hands off stage. But yeah, very, very respectable first game from both of them, though.
Oh, yeah.
Really nice. Really good.
I expect we're probably going to see a Jigglypuff come out then, right? With the Luigi still in play, you know that your opponent doesn't even have a Fox. So bring out the Jigglypuff to make sure you get that last stock cleanly, and then just kind of see what your opponent is doing. I mean, the other options for Ireland here would be a Fox or another Sheik, and I feel like either one of them is maybe a little bit more risky.
Okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I could see that. I'm wondering which they will pick though. Wonder which Jigglypuff they'll send in first.
Oh, I couldn't tell you about that. Well, while we are sitting here for a moment, I would like to remind everybody who's watching that this tournament is actually raising money for a charity. You can find the link. Pretty sure you can find it in the chat somewhere. There must be a command for it. But maybe go have a look at that and check that out. And then also the registration for Fete Online have opened up. So if you're interested in joining for that tournament, then feel free to have a look at that. That link does definitely exist. I just saw Moobot post it.
Let's go Moobot. Yeah. I think it's the charity. It's a children's hospital, right?
Yes, it's. I'm sorry.
think
It's got a pretty long name.
Kumit.
Yeah.
I think it's shortened to the last bit of the word. I'm not very good with these pronunciations
I got it.
either.
It's the Association of Friends of the University Children's Hospitals.
Cool.
Yes, and it's just it's a charity organization that raises funds for the 5 children's hospitals in at Finnish universities.
Awesome.
However, the link to it is a little bit difficult to find, so I'm hoping we can maybe yeet that into the chat somehow.
Nice. Are you entering? Do you usually enter these, or are you always on the commentary?
I never enter. That's dangerous. I don't wanna get beaten up.
Because I was gonna say you should try and I don't know if you saw the trailer for Fate, but they've done some really cool. They've done something really cool, which is they've made the original Fate venue in real life. They've made it in Minecraft.
Oh.
And if you sign up, you get to play through the what's it called? The Minecraft server, and there's like mini games and stuff. So if you want to check it out, you guys should all sign up. It's really, really cool. They put in a lot of work for it.
That is actually kind of funny. Like I really. Oh, that's kind of making me want to sign up.
Yeah, it's cool.
Look, I love Melee. I love tournaments, but like playing in tournaments is stressful. Okay, I have enough stress in my life, you know.
For sure.
It's just I signed up to one tournament at the start of it's the start of the pandemic and all of that stuff. And I just immediately ran into Popmeister and just got annihilated by a Jigglypuff. And then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna commentate them instead.
Fair enough. Yeah, I can't hold anything against you there. It's completely fair enough. It is kind of horrible sometimes. Like you just queue up on unranked, like let's have some chill games. I don't want to like super try hard. And then you run into Triff. And it's like,
I did that
it's gonna
once.
4-stock me.
I ran into Triff once, all right? And he was playing as Marth. And he ledge camped me for like 10 minutes straight and then quit.
Triff
that was
does camp quite a lot.
No,
he played Falco against me and just laser camped me.
I wanna be very clear about this. He was doing just sitting at the ledge, refreshing invincibility, waiting for me to get close, and then grab me and throw me off stage. And if I didn't get close, he wouldn't leave the ledge. And that was kind of rude, and I'm still kind of upset about it. I'm not going to lie. Anyway,
if you're watching this, Triff, you just keep camping us.
And keep camping us. We've got Magi coming out. So it's going to be the second Sheik coming into play from Ireland, going up against Ake. Well, admittedly, it's only Ake's last stock, so it's not.
What was that name? Who was it?
Magi, or Magi. I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I always just kind of take the first thing that pops into my mind.
I've literally never heard of that player before.
It is Islander, so I think it's probably fair to pronounce it English, right? Magi.
Yeah. I genuinely have no idea who that is. Crazy. Right. Are they on the player list?
Yeah, they're at the very bottom.
Is this not updated on mine or something?
No, I don't know. I'm checking the Discord thing. Well, that's who's coming out, right? So we got a
crazy
fancy little Sheik. The secret Sheik.
I don't know this player at all. Maybe someone in chat can inform me. normally I mean I am from England. I thought I knew all of the sort of top Irish players, but yeah, cool. I'm excited to see this. I hope they impress me. Always like to see a new player.
All right. Well, I mean, admittedly, you don't even get to participate in this unless you're already competent, unless your country believes in you, right?
For sure.
I'm sure that Magi is going to be competent. Is that a box?
A box?
No. I'm sorry, just like, I'm seeing like a few, I'm watching the, oh, I guess it's actually on stream. These are just the hand warmers right now. But some of these wave dash misses are horizontal, right? And on a GameCube controller, if you miss a wave dash, it's usually not a horizontal miss. That's more something that can happen on a box. So I was just kind of curious. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I've seen Sharp say in chat that Magi is an insanely good Smash 4 player. So maybe they're recently switched. I have no idea. Also, Aka needs to lose his stocks, and I don't think they've realized.
Well, I mean, one of them at least has. I think Magi is probably like, okay, come on, buddy.
Dude. You're on one stock. This is Cruz.
No.
What are you doing?
All right. Maybe we're doing the reverse then, right? Like,
what's going on?
All right, they're just gonna play. You can definitely feel that Magi was still a little confused by this. All right, no, Ake is just going in, gonna take it.
I'm so confused right now.
What do you do in this situation? Does it count?
Like, if he loses a stock, is he just gonna quit the game? Like,
I think that's how you would usually do it, but I gotta say, this really looked to me like Magi was still waiting for Ake to like run off stage, and so wasn't ready to respond to like the initial fight, right? Because now this looks way smoother than at the beginning of this.
I'm so. Please quit as soon as. Oh, he got the edge cancel, and another.
Being kept alive by fate, but not for too long. And
okay,
that's
Aka. Yeah. Oh, thank God. I was so worried.
Well,
imagine if he just come back and taken another stock. I
mean, like, honestly, at that point, like, we know what's up, right? Like,
yeah.
So
okay. Mind games.
Well, I mean, I don't want to be like talking badly about the players, but I gotta be honest, these kind of things really do need to be communicated ahead of time. Like, I think it's actually fine in crew battles if you want to do basically like the reverse stocks. It's a little worse for the spectator because you don't get that fun feeling of like game, right? But you know, like, I can see the value for the players of not having to run off the stage and you can just start playing immediately. But then you have to agree upon that with your opponent. I really don't know if that's the feeling that I got from that.
I'm just a bit like, have you not played a crew battle before? Is Aka like is he a Slippy kid? Like, has he never played a crew? Because it's pretty common. It's like pretty standard to lose your stocks, right? I'm not insane.
No,
am I insane?
No. There's absolutely the standard is to run off until you only have like however many stocks, right? I'm sure that's what we're gonna see here from Magi in a second. Magi gonna run off the stage.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Hey, look, miscommunications happen.
He's messing with my mind, man. He's in my head already. He's in my head, and I'm not even playing.
Trying to mind game the commentators again.
Literally, I'm so tilted. Right, sorry. I'm gonna calm down. Nicely done, Aka, taking 5 stocks overall. So Finland's still ahead. Yeah, we'll see what janky character they're gonna throw out at us next.
No, it is a Sheik, right? And well, they have pretty much like the gambit of characters. I mean, the only one I would be surprised to see is like their own Sheik, because I think if you can avoid the Sheik matchup, you would like to. It's a bit volatile, right? But other than that, Marth, Falco, Peach, Jigs. Well, maybe not Peach, but I feel like everybody else can, you know, just yeet them at him. Should be fine.
Yeah, Yeah. I'm kind of wondering because I mean, as I was saying before, I don't know Magi at all, really. I did see some people in chat saying that they're pretty good. Like they've clearly got like the fundamentals, and I could see that uh, they definitely knew like what they needed to do, bit of neutral, punish, but I did notice that the edge guarding on Luigi is a little bit off. So maybe there's just a little bit of like character unfamiliarity, strange matchups, knowledge, like the really niche knowledge that you have to know to be really good. So I'm curious if they'll pick up on that and maybe throw in someone really weird for Sheik. I don't know.
Well,
Who was on their crew again?
well, we're gonna be seeing the Peach, Paju.
Peach. Awesome.
So
Okay, yeah.
Peach Sheik, definitely a little weird, right?
Yeah.
A little.
Peach in general can catch you out, right? Like if you get caught doing the wrong thing, Peach will just float out, nair you, you're dead early. Like the Sheik, because Sheik's edge guarding, like if you get edge guarded pretty early, then you're gonna die. Like your up B isn't great. So I feel like this could be interesting.
Yeah, for sure. I think traditionally speaking, Peach is definitely a character that's kind of considered to be like, she's like a top tier crew
Mm,
character, right? Because like in crews, you only have one game, and she kind of requires some adjusting too. Because like against most characters, you can kind of play a certain way, and against Peach, you gotta be really careful of that down smash. You gotta be really careful of
mhm,
that, and the turnips are just kind of a weird projectile as well, and she kind of
mhm,
like jumps around in a bit of a strange fashion. So you need to adjust your game plan. And I don't know how you are, right? But like when I go into a game, it usually takes me the first match to like really figure out what my strategy is and how to like, adjust, how to make sure that I have a bit of control here.
mhm.
And well, in doubles, sorry, in cruise, you don't get that. Cruise, you get one game, so gotta be
Yeah,
careful.
for sure. I mean, there's also the added element of Peach lives forever.
Oh yeah,
So she can just like she can frustrate you, just float around, just go, come on, you can try and hit me, but I'm miles away. And there's also the RNG factor of oh, they pulled a stitch. Now my stock is gone. Or they pulled a bomb or something like that. So I there's definitely yeah, I feel like you're right. I'd never really thought about it like that, but does seem to be a strong cruise character now that you mention it.
yeah.
That's cool.
I saw. Did you? I don't know. Did you see that Reddit clip recently of some Peach pulling 3 bombs in a row?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just there's this just a short little clip that I saw on Reddit where like it was a Peach who just like got 3 bombs in a row, which is like I think a 1 in 6 million chance or something like that.
Whoa. That's sick.
Or like even
That's
lower.
sick.
I mean, like you bring up the RNG of Peach, and there's this fun video out there from Practical Task talking about, which is, by the way, this is an hour-long video. If you want to watch this, set some time aside. Just
Wow.
talking about the Peach, what's it called? Break the targets.
Mm.
Because for break the targets, there's the fastest strat requires you to pull a turnip and then a beam sword.
And a sword, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So even every time you try it, you only have like a 1 in, I don't know, 150 chance or something like that to even get a run.
That
So
sucks.
I
That's
think
so sucky.
but like if you're playing Peach, right, you sign up for that RNG. Melee, a game that is very light on RNG in general, right? There just isn't that much of it, which is
Mhm.
actually a bit strange in today's gaming landscape, right? There's like a lot of very popular games out there that are very RNG heavy.
Mhm.
But in Melee, you really don't have anything. I mean, what do you have? You have like, I guess, the misfire, you have the turnips, and
Game and Watch.
Game and Watch. Does Game and Watch even count? Does anybody play Game and Watch?
Squeachu shouts to Squeachu, my doubles partner. Sickest Game and Watch ever. But yeah, you're right. The I mean, Game and Watch is a very unusual character, so it's kind of not that relevant. But yeah, RNG doesn't really see. I guess had if we were talking pre-Slippy,
Oh,
Pokemon transformations would have been an RNG factor.
buying the right controller.
Yeah,
If we're talking
that's always
trees,
gonna
yeah.
be RNG. Oh, the
I kind
controller
of miss the
lottery.
transformations. I mean, is it just me? I don't know.
I miss them.
Yeah, I think
I
they.
definitely miss them.
I always thought they were kind of fun. Like, I get that sometimes you just kind of camp them out, but like that's like I get that in tournament matches, right? Like, okay, they
Mm.
can be a bit annoying because you just wait the transformation out. But I don't play tournament matches. I play Slippy unranked, right?
Mhm.
I play Nets play unranked, and I transformation comes. I play the transformation. I think that's kind of fun. So I miss Pokemon Stadium a little bit. Um,
Nah, me too.
hoping we bring that back. I
Me
still
too.
think that we should just make like the Frozen Stadium, just make that a separate chain. Like just make that Pokemon Stadium 2, right? Just mod it. Like this is
Mhm.
Pokemon Stadium 2, let's make Pokemon Stadium 1 and then half the transformation. Ah, no, it's just me.
Yeah, I agree. I really like Pokemon Stadium. I don't like falling through the stage like in a top 8. I can understand people don't like that. That's
Yeah.
completely fine. Fix it, and then I don't know. I think
If you are
transformation's fun. Like, even though sometimes you do have to count them out, it's also really funny to watch two top players at top 8 just like
you
sit back and
are
just like we're not going to do anything.
you are a man of my heart. I gotta say.
It's funny.
I love how easily you just threw in the fixed it. Fix it. Right?
Just
Just
fix
fix it.
it.
Just fix it. Right? Like I am so on board. Just fix fix the falling through the stage in Pokemon Stadium, right?
Yeah.
Fix battlefield ledges. Fix Mr. Game and Watch's L cancels. Why not? They're just bugs.
Yeah.
Just fix them.
Just
It's
fix
okay.
it. I mean, we've already frozen it. I don't see why we
Yeah,
can't.
there's no difference.
Can
You're
we not fix
exactly
it?
right. I'm sorry. I'm very passionate about this.
Can we not fit like I can't fix Pokemon Stadium. I, I'm too stupid to fix Pokemon Stadium, but someone's definitely smart enough to fix it. I don't know. Someone out there, can you fix Stadium so we can have transformations back, please?
Somebody in chat
Please.
is asking, are Game & Watch's L cancels even a bug? They definitely are a bug. Maybe not a bug in the way that you might think, but there's something in the system that's broken, but more of a bug of like, I think a developer oversight. Where what the reason why you can't L cancel Game & Watch's aerials is because the game thinks they are B
The
moves.
specials,
Right? They're
yeah.
special moves. They're obviously not supposed to be special moves. Because you use them with, like your A button. So anyway, we're gonna be going into the next game here. So we've got Magi going up against Paju. Sheik versus Peach on Pokemon Stadium, funnily enough.
Yeah, awesome. This is the stinky Pokemon Stadium. We don't like this. We don't like this one.
Yes. Give me back my beautiful transformations. All right.
So yeah, Payu is obviously a very well-known Finnish player, really good, very solid player. And then Magi or David, I think, is what they're called on the stream. Not necessarily particularly well-known, but they're doing solidly. This is looking good for Ireland right now. Going all the way out there. Wow.
Oh, I think you're a little behind. I was wondering why you didn't react to that. Sheik.
Oh, I'm behind. Hang on, I'll catch up. I think my thing must have frozen.
Yeah, it does that occasionally. Well, we got both of them kind of slugging it out right there. Sheik gonna be going back on stage. Oh, misses that though.
Oh,
Pretty easy back air on that one. This is always one of those, I don't know, that's honestly something I personally struggle with a lot, is the kind of back air into down smash. Because it's so easy to shield poke with it, right? And it just applies a ton of pressure. I don't know. Get hit by it very easily, and you don't want to get hit by a down smash under any circumstances.
No. Okay, yeah, that should be an easy cleanup for Payu, and yeah, I'm impressed by Magi, David. Don't know what to call them. They're definitely keeping it very close. And this is a matchup. If you don't know what you're doing, you will get blended by Peach Down Smash, as you were saying.
Yeah, for sure. Although, admittedly, like Sheik does have some pretty nice tools. We saw it right there. Just the forward tilt, I think, is something that you can actually, throw up pretty liberally and get some easy follow-ups on. Then also, I just feel like needles are pretty good here. They're like a nice quick projectile, which is something that Peach generally struggles a little bit with.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Saturn, there's some RNG for us.
Aw, why do people never use the Mr. Saturn? I feel like people find the Stitch Race, and they're like, yeah, Stitch Race, right? People find Mr. Saturn and then just yeet him. And it makes me a little sad because like Mr. Saturn like one-shots shields, right? Something like that.
Yeah, lots of shield damage.
So there gotta be some value to that, no? Admittedly,
He gets cleaned up again. Went to the platform last time. I think Payu had a read on him. Just cleans it up. Now attacking on a lot of damage.
now he got a quick
there.
little grab, yeah. It's kind of like running at oh god. Paju. Sorry. It's a bit difficult to keep track of the names properly when the players have different names.
Yeah.
So particularly Levi is very upset whenever he sees somebody with a different, like, slippy name from the actual game tag. Levi would give you quite a ramble about that. Anyway, we got a quick little down smash here. Oh, nice tech on that one. But the forward smash should clean it out.
Oh, they tried to do something fancy with the nair on the turnip. I'm not really sure. Maybe that was just a misinput, but maybe I feel like they were trying to nair the turnips so that they could then up B into it. You know, like I feel like I've seen Sheiks do that before. So Finland inching ever so slightly further ahead, one stock extra than they had before the beginning of that game.
Yeah, and honestly, like, okay, so it's nice, right? That's good. Good job. I don't think that's a very valuable stock. Peach, I'm surprised that Finland even brought out a Peach because of the double Jigglypuff, right?
Yeah.
It just feels like you're really setting yourself up for a rough matchup there.
That's not fun.
Yeah, I fully expect one of the Jigglypuffs to be coming out now and probably clean up the Peach really quick. Since that is a rough matchup. Ooh.
Yeah.
That one is kind of brutal. But hey, we saw Paju definitely has some competence, right? For sure. Playing pretty well against Magi. Magi here, well, that makes it sound way worse than it. Played really good. Right? Just kind of taking the stocks when they needed to be taken.
Yeah, I didn't see anything like super crazy from Pai, just like some really standard, just like keep the Sheik away. If they do something unsafe, just hit them away, down smash, grab, pull the turnips, try and get something, and edge guard them. Like I feel like that's something that's really important for anyone playing against Sheik, is that you have to get Sheik off stage and reduce those recovery options. And yeah, Pai just doing it nicely. So yeah, good job.
Well, we've got either Maxi or Verdant coming out. I would assume. Sorry, I don't know. I'm going pretty deep on this Jigglypuff prediction right now, but I'm standing by it. I expect to see a Jigglypuff here, which is, you know, I like Jigglypuff. I'm like one of the few people in the world that seems to actually like enjoy Jigglypuff. I think she's a cool character.
Yeah, Jigglypuff. It was really funny. I saw. So I was in the EU SSBM Discord. You should all join that if you're not already in there. And I was trying to Peddler, and they were saying, "Oh yeah, I'm playing Puff at the moment because I don't have that much time. I just want to play Puff." And then everyone's just like, "Yeah, Puff isn't easy."
Yeah,
people say that Puff's easy, but you have to be like so disciplined to play Puff. And look no further than like PRs of the like global PRs for like ages ago, like Hungrybox and Prince Abu are like the only Puff mains on there. And like there have been a couple of other Puffs, but like none of them I don't think have ever breached top 40 in the world. And everyone's like, but Puff's amazing, Puff's so easy, Puff's nah. It's just not. You gotta be disciplined. So yeah, we'll have We'll have to see.
I find so I actually play quite a good amount of Puff myself, and Puff is rough. It's one of those
Mm.
things where everything she does seems so easy because honestly, there are some aspects of her that are very easy. Mostly the punish game. She just has an easy way to kill things, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get somebody off stage, they should be dead every time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, getting to that stage is so rough. You have no projectile. You have your back air, which I guess is a good thing. But it's not
Mm-hmm.
the best move either. Well, it seems I was wrong. No Puff today.
No,
Gonna
they're
be
sending
good old Fox.
one, which is
Well,
very cool.
Fox is also Fox is a good character. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
commentary.
So I think what Ireland's thought process with this was, Luan is. I don't know if you've seen Luan. Luan is sick. Luan is like a fairly newish player, not been playing super long. Box player, very good. Has some really good. I can't think of any wins off the top of my head right now, but they've been playing super well recently. And I would think what they're trying to get across is, if Luan beats Payu, they then send him solo battle, and then Luan does amazing against Puff, and then they send him Mint to clean up solo battle, and then they've won.
Okay,
I think that's the logic. But Luan not doing as hot as I thought he might.
Yeah, I can think that's where I was about to go. I can see the logic. However, for that, Luan needs to win first. And currently, that's actually looking a little difficult.
Yeah.
Finally gets that first stock, but ooh, there's the reverse immediately from oh god, names. Sorry, Paju. Wait. Yeah, no, I got that right. Right.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Oh, nice regrab on the platform. That was very nice.
Oh, quick little neutral air, and Luan now off stage. One more. That was very nicely spaced. That one is hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we are at an even stock. Of course, that's a bit deceptive considering that the Peach only started with 2.
Yeah. Oh, very, very clean. Very nice. One finally cleaning up Paju stocks. So Paju taking 6 stocks in total, I think. 6 in total. So very good showing from them. Luan probably not feeling super great about that.
Yeah, I think that was just excellent from Paju. Honestly, doing a very good job with just the like quick conversions, I think, right, and actually getting the knockouts when you needed to take them. It's always one of those things where I feel like Peach can sometimes struggle a little bit with like she's really good at building a percentage, and then if the fox is really agile, then all of a sudden the fox starts running away a lot, and she's just trying to chase him down, and it can all become a little bit ugly, right? We didn't see that here. We just saw Paju coming in clean, getting the neutral airs and the other aerials whenever needed. Particularly the one stood out for me where Paju snatched out the fox mid Firefox, which is actually kind of rough to do without a trade.
Yeah, nicely done. Nicely done. Yeah, I picked up Luan so much. He gets 3 of his stocks taken, but
2. Wait, no.
yeah,
It was
3.
It was
3
free. Oh my
stocks,
god.
yeah.
Oh, it's even worse than I thought.
So yeah, Finland very slowly but surely taking this lead even further, slightly snowballing now.
Yeah, coming in with Levingme next, which, well, you mentioned that maybe Alan has the mentality we just have to beat solo battle and we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of sets aside another dangerous player on Finland's side, Levingme, performing
Yeah.
excellently in all of the recent big EU tournaments. Honestly, just on a tear. And I wouldn't be too surprised to see more than just the expected 4 stocks here.
Mm-hmm.
Admittedly,
Yeah.
oh, go ahead.
Well, no, I was just gonna say I think Levingi is one of these quite unusual players. I think if you haven't played against him at all, he's got some unusual elements to his play, and I'm curious to see how Luan will handle that. It could just be a very clean stock from Lavingi to move on to the next one. We'll have to see, but I hope Luan can show up a little bit.
It is Fox Falco, right? Like in Fox Falco, literally anything can happen. Luan can win this for all we know, right? Just a bunch of quick shines off stage. Although, admittedly, Fox Falco, I think, is also a matchup where if there's any skill differences, those get really amplified.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's definitely obviously everyone plays this matchup all the time. Like, very common. Have we got another situation where Luan hasn't played a crew battle before?
No, I think.
Okay.
Oh, they're just hand warming.
Okay. Well, I saw that they said production did say earlier that was Aka's first crew battle, so that's why he didn't know how to take stocks at the beginning.
Well, I guess it happens to everyone, right?
Yeah,
it happens to the best of us.
It happens. All right, let's get into it.
Yes, we're gonna be starting on Battlefield, and Lavingi immediately going in with those shines. That's one of those things. Fox Falco, you just gotta hit one of those bad boys. If you're Falco, you're looking to hit a shine, and then everything else comes afterwards.
Pretty much equal percent here. I saw some really nice counterplay from Luan earlier, just running in and jump cancel shining underneath Lavingi when he was lasering. But now Lavingi's got some tasty damage on him. Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah, very nice.
That was so nice.
Sniping that out right there. I'm actually surprised to see Lavingi go to the ledge there. Feels like that's kind of asking for something a bit sneaky, right? Showing though, like I got forward tilts too. Oh, that's sloppy chop right there, not gonna lie. We're Lavingi not quite warmed up yet. Saving some juice for tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So Luan taking a stock.
I think you're happy about that.
You only had one stock to do it with.
Yeah. That's honestly, like, Luan didn't look that good after the match against Paju. Only taking 2 stocks against the Peach. But honestly, taking 2 stocks from Paju and then a Lavingi stock, that seems to me like, that's good. Right? You did good.
Yeah. No, honestly, if everyone hasn't seen Luan play before, you really should keep an eye out for him. I think he's going to be really big one day. That's a prediction from me. But if I'm right, great. If I'm wrong, it's whatever.
Nobody will remember. Don't worry about it.
No, I don't remember.
Well,
okay, so what? I didn't actually see the overall score at that point now. I feel like Finland are like 4 or 5 ahead. 4? Is it a whole 4 now?
Lavingi currently has 3 stocks, right?
Yes.
So I would guess that they have 3 stocks ahead. It's not been that one-sided, honestly.
Yeah, this has been close. We were saying at the beginning that this could be quite a close one.
Yeah. I mean,
it's looking like we're getting towards the point where they're going to put their heavy hitters right at the end. We've already seen Lavingi. Are we going to see Mint or are we going to see Maxi next? I'm wondering. I feel like those 2 players are definitely on up for contention on the next player. 100%. We'll have to see.
Generally, I guess the traditional knowledge is to just put your anchor last, right? Put your best player last. So in all likelihood, I would guess that maybe Alan is reserving Mint for later. And yes, we're going to see Maxi going up against Lavingi. So that's going to be a Jigglypuff Falco matchup.
Okay, sweet. I love Maxi. I love watching Maxi play. Really, really good. So it's always great to watch them play. Always great. Especially in Cruise. Cruise is hype. I want to see some sick rests.
I do also want to give a shout out to the actual crews here, both Ireland and Finland, being fast about their picks. Just
Yeah.
like, getting through this. We have a schedule to stick to. I appreciate that.
Yeah, let's go. Organization. let's get it. Oh, we've got a cam for Maxi. Look at him. There he is.
Standing? No. Oh, okay. There is a chair.
Of all the people that I'd love to have a cam on, it's definitely Maxi. Very emotive player. Loves to yeah. He gets very, very into it when he plays. It's great.
Oh, I'm surprised at Maxi not going for the up throw right there. Well, I feel like both players are still getting a little warmed up. To be honest, that last match. No.
No.
I'm surprised that Levingy went for like a very minor punish like that. Why don't you just charge a forward smash?
Yeah, I don't know what the optimal punish is on Falco.
Well, Falco, you honestly don't have that many options. Like, usually what you can do is you just get like a shine into an aerial, right? Choose your aerial, whatever you want. But if you can charge a forward smash, that will kill pretty early. Like, honestly, that's very powerful.
Okay.
And I feel like right there, Levingy definitely had an opportunity, but maybe he was just like, it's not quite there yet, right? So maybe a little bit too early.
And I think he's taking that first stock, not taking a huge amount of damage. Maybe Levingy's got Maxi's number in this game. Oh, called out the approach.
They're both playing so carefully. Definitely makes a lot of sense if you're
another missed rest.
That was nice. I like that. As I just said, like generally speaking, if you're Falco, you're looking for a 2-hit punish, and right there, that was free. That's 50% extra credit. We'll take it.
Okay, 4-3, yeah. Very nice pressure. Oh, and the jab after. Okay. I think he knows stuff about this matchup. I can feel it. He jabbed after the down throw. I'm not sure. Maybe he was trying to like jab reset. Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't really think you can ever jab reset. I think that was actually just like a practiced thing that he knows how to do.
Yeah, just a bit of extra damage.
A little bit of bonus damage. Also make sure that the pup stays away. Down throw is always a bit risky because like sometimes the opponent can react to it so quickly. And with that, we've got Levingy now cleaning out the next stock. And it's looking, 2-2, which is sadly not as even as it looks because Levingy started out with only 3.
Yeah, he did the jab again, so it's definitely something that is practiced. Good DI in the up throw. No thrust for you, Maxi. Oh, misses the grab.
Always dangerous. So something that you can see Hungrybox specifically do a lot in this matchup is go in with the kind of like full jump neutral A. That's actually something where you have a ton of mobility as the Jigglypuff, and you can really like cover a significant portion of the stage with a hit that doesn't do that much, but it keeps the Falco away. And we haven't seen too much of this from Maxi. Maxi seems to be more oriented around like camping the platforms and trying to eventually hit one of the really, really strong hits. Oh no!
Whoa! What? What? That's crazy.
That was not necessary.
He lost his stock as well, didn't he?
Yeah. No, he lost that one. That one definitely is gone. That was not a death at the same time. We definitely saw that Levingy was down one stock right there. So going into the next one with only 1 remaining. Admittedly, already having taken, how many is that now? It was 4 and then plus the 1? Was it plus the 2? No, plus the 1, right? So 5 total.
Yeah. What? I just can't believe he did that. He's crazy. What a madman.
Especially in crews, right? But I feel like there's the certain confidence now, right? Levingy knows there's only 1 player remaining on the island side. It's gonna be Mint. And yes, Mint is scary, but we just have more power. We have me, from Levingi's perspective, not me. I mean, like I could play too, but
I didn't know you were
wouldn't have.
playing as well. Sweet.
Right? And of course, solo battle. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I feel like Mint is gonna have to pull out some crazy stuff for this to go back in their favor. Because Levingi could potentially go on a little bit more of a tear and take a couple more stocks off of them. So
Actually, no, think about it. There's like a whole other player remaining, right?
yeah.
It's actually not a 5-4. It's a 9-4 right now. Like Finland has they have solo battle, and then I don't know, whoever they want, they have another player.
So they had, is it 9-4 now? Jeez.
Yeah, they had Ake, right? Paju played, and then Levingi, and that's it. They didn't have anybody else.
And then Ireland, it was
Ireland, they went in with Dara. That's how they started. Magi, Luan, Maxi,
and Maxi.
Now.
Wow, yeah, you're right. Crazy.
So it's only Mint against 9 stocks. That's probably why Levingi was so lax about this, right? Just like,
If anyone could do it, I believe in Mint. I think this could be pretty close.
It's honestly not that unreasonable, right? Because if Mint goes into this and it's Fox Falco, whoever takes the first stock, it can literally take 5 seconds and you have no idea who wins, right? But Mint can go in and just immediately take it. That would not be unusual in that matchup at all. And after Mint takes that, now Finland has to send in either solo battler or another player. Let's say solo battler comes in. That's Jigs Fox. There is some weird spacey propaganda that's been floating around that somehow this is a bad matchup for Fox, and I will not stand for it. This is a horrible matchup. Jigglypuff gets shredded by Fox. It is not good. So the only reason why Jigglypuff players make it look good is because they have so much Fox experience, because it is such a bad matchup. So this can definitely, Mint can definitely 2-stock solo battle. That can happen. With 2 stocks, you can take down whoever you want. So, of course, it's not very likely. Let's just be honest. But it is not impossible.
Yeah. This could be interesting. If Mint actually brings us back for Ireland, brings it home, that would be so cool. I really want it to happen. I mean, we haven't talked about our allegiance at all this time. I've been supporting Ireland this entire time without saying it. I gotta support the locals, so I'd love to see Mint just make this ridiculous comeback.
Well, you can see Levingi just kind of playing very, very safe.
Super safe, yeah.
Right? And that's totally right. I think as Levingi, if you go into this and you take a stock, then you're done.
Oh, yeah. 100%. He's doing a really good job of locking Mint down. Mint just looking like it doesn't know how to get in on this man.
Yeah, I like the zoning a lot. I think it's actually one of the big strengths that Falco has. I mean, he's just such a great character for creating this nice defensive area. And yeah, takes it right there.
Yeah.
Mint taking a moment to compose himself, needs to get back into the right mindset, because that's not gonna be what does this, right? You gotta be a bit more effective than that.
Yeah. You gotta... I haven't seen any crazy combo from Mint yet. He's just been finding stray hits here and there, a couple of extra ones, but can he clean this edge out up?
Oh, there's the back air.
Shine. Lovely.
Oh, beautiful. And that's it.
Okay.
That is a very, very strong option that I don't really see people talk about. So I'm going to bring it up for all of the people that are kind of a little bit newer to Melee and still learning the ropes, right? If you're a spacey player, practice that for a bit. Practice a dash attack on the ledge, right? It is a tiny little bit risky, because if you do it too late, then you run off and do a forward air and you look like an idiot. But the dash attack on the ledge actually covers a lot of options. Most of them falling down towards the ledge, it snatches up a ton of them, and then you can easily get a follow-up. And it's just a really nice tool for gaining that advantage. Of course, it's not very difficult to do, right? That's why I'm saying it's more for the beginners, but it's something that you should be aware of if you're a spacey player.
Yeah, you saw Mint I think there's a little bit of a flowchart there. do the dash attack, and then Lavingi went to air dodge, but Mint just jabs him before he
Yeah.
touches the ground. He has to up B, shine. Like it's yeah, very clean from Mint. But it's good. Yeah, nice stuff. So yeah, Mint losing one stock. It could come down to that one stock loss that Lavingi took there. I feel like I I feel like they could not send in Solar Battle now and just take another one stock so that Mint feels like he's got quite an uphill battle. But I think if they want to play it safe, they'll just send in Solo now.
I think it doesn't really matter at this stage, right? Like you just look, let's be honest. If Lavingi wins from here, right, he's gonna be so on fire to make this happen that
Of Mint, you mean of Mint?
yeah, if Mint takes it.
Yeah.
If Mint takes it, he gotta be so on fire
I
that
believe.
it doesn't matter what you send in, right? Like you gotta shred them all apart anyway. So just throw Solo Battle in there. Or you know what? If you wanna be nice, give whoever else wants to play a chance to play it. Throw the team.
Yeah, give some exposure. Some exposure. Oh, okay. We are getting Solar Battle next. Cool. Okay. We'll see. We'll see what happens then. But yeah, as you were saying, Puff does get shredded.
There are some people in chat upset by that.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do have to say, look, when I say shredded, I don't mean that it's like, like a 9-1 matchup. No. But it's just been this like change in mentality recently. Right? I feel like a lot of people, they try to like tell people or like pretend that this is an even matchup. This is a matchup in favor of the Fox, and it is very clearly in favor of the Fox. All right. And I think it's important to acknowledge that. It's just that Jigglypuff players tend to be really good at this matchup. They're just really good.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, this is Jigglypuff propaganda. More at 9. Tune in.
Okay, it looks like we're about to get into it. I think they're waiting just for a timer. And yeah. Obviously, this is Solo Battle though, and Solo Battle does know this matchup well. You gotta get the good rests, you gotta do the good spacing, and we did see Solo Battle go against an onslaught of foxes at Quelon Coliseum.
That's just so rough. I mean, I understand why they did the bracket like that. I'm not gonna go out and question the decisions of the TOs, but like sometimes you look at the bracket for a player and like, oh man, what did they do to you, right? That was one of those. In case you're not familiar, Quelon Coliseum had 8-player pools, round robin pools, right? Everybody plays against everybody. Solo Battle in a pool with 6 foxes. It's just like, what did you do to him?
But yeah, Mint trying to play the slow patient game. And Solo's just taking the platform. Obviously, Mint's gonna try and hold onto his stocks as long as he can, and we may see a long game here.
Yeah, they're both definitely just taking their time, which is a bit surprising because I feel like, like when I've seen them before, they didn't necessarily play like this. Probably just like kind of the cruise nerves a little bit. Right? You don't want to take any big risks and cruise.
Mm-hmm. From Solo Battle's perspective, he doesn't want to approach. He doesn't need to. I mean, they're the crew that's winning, right? Like, he wants Mint to make the mistakes, but Mint, he also needs to be careful. He's only got 3 stocks. That's his whole team riding on those 3 stocks. So, understandably, nice find. Understandably, he's going to be playing it very patient.
Just hypothetically, because I genuinely don't know the ruling on this. What happens with a timeout in teams?
This is something that I was just thinking about.
Right? Like, because they're really not playing very quickly.
Because honestly,
go to timeout. But like, what if?
For all you Slippy kids in the chat, normally when you play Cruise, you set the timer to 99 minutes. So timeouts are not available usually in Cruise. So I don't think we'll see it in this match, but there is a possibility that people could try and time out in Cruise now that Slippy is a thing. So
I'm just it's more of like, again, I also don't expect it to happen here. Like, while the game is
Yeah.
definitely moving a bit slowly, it is still moving quickly enough. This matchup is still two characters that just destroy each other, right? But still, it's just the possibility is something. I feel like if it's not included in the rule set, maybe something to consider for the future. Right?
It's just like, what can you do? You can't even turn the timer off. Like,
Yeah. It's one of those things. I hope that Slippy gets some more customization options for private lobbies soon. That's definitely something I feel like.
that'd be cool.
Yeah. I mean, like, okay, this may sound maybe not like the right audience, but like, why can't I play Slippy with items on? You know? Like, what if I have a group of friends that want to play, you know, Slippy with that really they aren't very competitive, but like 4-player melee sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Should be able to.
All right, we got a quick little forward throw there. And I like
Ooh.
that. Going out there, very good. Just go to the ledge. Oh, surprised to see
Crazy.
the forward smash. You can actually cover that. You have to do it with a dash attack, though. Like, forward smash doesn't catch that unless you time it really well, and that's difficult in that moment. A dash attack is much easier because it has a much longer lasting hitbox. And honestly, Jigglypuff's dash attack is very strong. Like, surprisingly, at 130, you'll easily kill.
Mint? I don't want to jinx it, but Mint is doing very well. I've been holding on to this stock.
Yeah.
I think I'm wondering if Solar Battle's getting a little bit impatient. Just taking a couple more lasers than he was before. Those lasers add up.
For sure they do. I mean, at this stage, Solo Battle is just... It's just kind of looking for that up air or some sort of grab or something. Oh, sorry, Mint is looking for it, not Solo Battle. Well, so Mint's gonna be taken down here really quickly. I think this is what you can expect. Mint is just gonna have to force stock the next player if he wants to take this group out.
Yeah. That's crazy. Oh, Mint. Playing with my heartstrings. I want to see it. I think a lot of us would like to see it. Oh, come on, Mint. Let's go. Sorry, I'm getting overexcited. I really want to see this comeback happen.
Look at that. Gets it. So just a one stock to one stock. The timer is actually running pretty low.
It is actually pretty low. Yeah, it's a little bit spooky.
It's one of those things.
No!
Oh,
I was early.
you're early. Oh, you got it. Ah, there we go.
I've ruined it for you. I'm sorry.
No, it's just, I don't know. I didn't see it yet, but like, there you go. Well, I could kind of guess what was going to happen.
I'm sorry, chat. I think I was earlier than the stream. I was. Oh, no. No, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's just a premonition there. And, well, with that, we've got Ireland being taken out by Finland. Mint putting up a good show towards the end there, but honestly, that hill was just a bit too much to climb. All right, he did end up taking 4 stocks combined from like Solo Battle and Levingy. Like that is not easy. It's very respectable, but
Yeah.
well, with 9 stocks remaining, it's just gonna be a bit too much.
Mint doing, yeah, he did a really good job. I mean, that is literally how you play that matchup safely. You just gotta shoot the gun, be careful, don't try and challenge too often. And he did a really good job, but when he needed it most, there's no DI on the up throw. So yeah, good job to Finland.
Yeah, they take it. Very good. And with that, we're done with our first part here of the crew battles. We're going to be going to a quick break, and then we'll be coming back with, I believe, Denmark versus Portugal, which is...
But that's it for us too, right? It's us two, and it'll be Fortil and young Ulrich for you guys next. So look forward to seeing those two. But yeah, it's been really fun, man. Really enjoyed it.
All right, then. Have a good night, everybody.
See you later, guys.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back to the Gut Lake. And also, Team Finland, yay!
Ireland did have a great showing, though.
Yeah, yeah. And there was some glimmers of hope at the end. Like, Mint was playing well, but
Yeah, but as you said, max 5 stock difference.
yeah,
was
max
tight.
5. Yeah. That was what I anticipated. Yeah. But yeah, why we are here again is that we've got some donations coming our way. On our app has donated 10 euros. Yay!
Thank you
Thanks
very
for the
much.
donation. Smash Sauna is a blast for now. Great production and great people behind it. I would love to do this tournament again in the future. Thank you for the donation and kind words. And the
Thank you very
donations go towards like really good,
A really good cause, yeah.
yeah, good cause for the children's hospitals to help the little patients be better
Yeah,
during their stay at the hospitals.
yeah.
And we also got some other donations, but those were from anonymous donators, so we can't name them, but thanks for
Thank you
those
very much.
anyways, for the great cause. Yeah. And next up we'll have Denmark versus Portugal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we are not gonna commentate it anymore, and we are not gonna analyze it. But we're gonna hand this stream over to young Ulrich and Fortilt. But yeah, a short break, and then they'll grab the stream.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the last crew battle of today. It's gonna be Denmark versus Portugal. I guess 2 sleeper picks. With me, I got my man Fortilt from Bavaria. My name is Dennis.
What's up?
I'm from Berlin. So we're 2 German boys bringing you this this epic crew battle between the wonkiest characters King Funk could assemble versus the most net play Slippy era team I've ever seen, with like 3 Mars, 3 Foxes, 3 Falcos and whatnot. So yeah, super looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Denmark is gonna be the favorite here, since Portugal is still like a somewhat new region. They're still like young players who just started with melee.
Yeah, true.
I don't even know most of the players on the Portugal crew, to be honest. I know Rorix, I know Raiden, Apollo.
Yeah.
And yeah, most of these guys are still pretty new.
Yeah, true. I played Apollo before. I think at, I don't know, like Region or something. No, not Region. I think Phoenix Blue or something. One of those same tournaments.
He's a tough player, right?
Yeah, exactly. He was pretty solid.
Okay.
So yeah, looking forward to Portugal, especially because as you said, these players are like barely known at all, and I really want to see them show up. Didn't work out too well up until now, so let's see how they will fare against this very, very character diverse crew that Denmark has to offer. With like they have Eagle, who plays Dr. Mario. They have Tombo, who plays Ice Climbers. They got Chansey.
Yep.
I think Chansey will be starting. He plays Peach, so not that uncommon. Then we got Mo, obviously, the Donkey Kong player. I think the best player in Denmark at the moment. And we got Flippy. Flippy is a Pikachu player. And then we got like some lamers like Stelzig and Voodoo, who play Sheik, you know. Oh yeah, King Funk himself, who plays Falco, of course.
Can't forget about King Funk.
Exactly, King Funk. I guess the daddy, the daddy of Danish Smash. I think back in the day, I remember it was always just him, Stelzig, and Eagle for years, and then they had like, I think Stax was in. I don't know if he's from Copenhagen or if he just was there for a time, but he was a very, very promising Fox player. I think he moved to Sweden at some point.
Oh, I always thought he was Swedish. I only knew him as a Swede, so.
I see. Yeah, I knew him from way back, you know.
Okay, way back.
No, when he was like still relatively new in like 2014 or 15, something like that.
Yeah, you've been around for a while.
Yeah, true. So,
do we know who's going in first? I don't think so yet.
Because I'm on Chansey's. Okay, it's gonna be Chansey and Pudding.
Okay. Peach versus Marth, right? Chansey is a Peach player, and Pudding should be a Marth main from Portugal.
Yes, exactly. Pudding, very, very beautiful name.
Yeah,
I got it.
Always reminds me of my man Yogurt.
Yeah, true. And my man Käse, like dude, all the dairy products gathering. There should be a dairy crew against like a vegan crew at some point.
Okay.
All right. Do you have already? Did they start on your?
I don't think so.
All right.
I'm still waiting.
Same here, waiting for game. Exactly. This is like this image, this waiting for game image is just like the embodiment of the Slippy era, dude. Oh, I see, dude. Paul, guy from Germany who lived in Denmark for a while, said that Chansey might be playing Zelda.
Oh.
We're about to find out now, and no, he doesn't.
Peach, yeah.
All right, it's gonna be Peach.
It's actually
and they are
Daisy.
Oh, that's Daisy. True. Yeah, that's a whole different ball game. All right, so in this matchup, I, as a Peach player myself, would be looking for 3 main options of the Marth in neutral, which would be him approaching with down tilt, which he can do because he is such a good like wave dash animation that he can, always like, slip and slide out of your range. Then he could also grab, and he could also just throw out a fair or a neutral air. Rarely does he do a dash attack, but it also one of his options. And that's basically everything is stuffable with turnips. That's why you always want to have a turnip at hand, and then limit his options in a way that you can figure out what he's going to approach with much more easily because he limited his options. So you basically have a coin flip.
Exactly. I especially like the dash attack against Peach's turnip pulls, because that's one of the things Peach really wants in this matchup.
Yeah.
It gets a lot more doable when she has a turnip in her hands.
Exactly.
So
yeah, that's why a stage like Battlefield is not too bad for Peach, even though it's considered to be a very, very good Marth stage. Because the thing about Battlefield is it still has a lot of room for you, on the lower platform, on the lower stage level, to pull turnips and to run away from the Marth. I mean, run away in the biggest quotation marks here.
Okay.
And Pudding is doing well, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty good lead here, but right now he's getting pushed into the corner by Chansey with the F tilt after the down throw.
And Chansey with
Another
reverse F tilt. Yeah, another one. I think some of these must be dash attacks, right? There's no way this man does 3 F tilts in a row on purpose.
I feel like every time a Peach, at least 90% of the time, an F tilt is supposed to be a dash attack.
Yeah. Ooh, a good back air here by Pudding. Man, Pudding, put it in work. Yeah, looking good. I would have not expected that because I don't know Pudding at all. I just know his awesome tag and that he plays Marth. And, Chansey, definitely on my radar for a couple of years now. Never has been too active as far as I'm concerned. I haven't seen him in at larger tournaments and whatnot. But I'm always I have a Peach radar. I know my Peaches around Europe and around the world. So I've known his name for quite a while. And I'm shocked to see that Pudding is taking my man to the clinic right now. That's going to be another stock. 3 stocks to 1. Can he close this one out, or is it going to be a 3 stock? Pudding just has to wall him out here.
Looking good for Portugal so far.
Who would have guessed, dude? Portugal, the
underdog.
The dark horsest of dark horses in this crew tournament.
Okay, now, nice. Covers the jump out of the corner with a nice face fair.
All right, and there we go.
Yeah, Chansey started pulling out more turnips now. I need to make this comeback happen.
Exactly. He can make this back. He can bring this back. And he's also, he's a more experienced player. Oh my god.
Yeah. That's Battlefield. He kind of drifted a bit too far and then he had no chance to get back to the ledge.
Yeah. All right, and there we go. Pudding trying to close this out. I mean, this would be a very, very bad spot for Portugal to be in. Especially mentally, because the whole crew must have thought my God, is our man Pudding doing this? Looking so good for him, and now Chansey, pulling himself back into the game each and every second.
Barely misses the back yet. Is the up tilt gonna do it?
Oh, it's not gonna be enough. That was so clutch. The clutches of the eyes there by Chansey.
That's a drip.
Chansey not knowing his float heights.
Yeah, this is spaghetti right now.
Definitely. I mean, you could have prepared for a Marth here, right? If you're Chansey, you should know your float heights. You should know how to hit the Marth on the platform and whatnot.
He's swinging around a lot. He can still make it back. Nice roll. Well timed.
Chansey does it. The madman with the 3-stop comeback. All right. Portugal in shambles already?
Yeah, that has to hurt.
That has to hurt so bad, dude. Oh no.
Losing a 3-stock lead like that, especially when you're the underdog, going up like that could have been so important for this crew battle.
Man. All right. I can still stay on Chansey's broadcast, right?
Yes.
Nice. All right. I'm super new to the spectator thing and whatnot, so bear with me. You're gonna be my technical assistant as well as my co-commentator tonight. So
I got you.
All right. Man,
Who do you think Portugal?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Who do you think Portugal is gonna send in here?
So I would assume that either Raiden, Rory, or Apollo would be their would be their anchor, but I wouldn't know who is the best of those three. And then I think I saw Christo before, the Fox. So maybe, to close out a Peach, a Fox is not the worst of ideas.
Okay. I don't think Christo is on the list here for the Portugal crew.
Oh, he's not? All right.
I don't think so. So, my guess would be maybe Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
I think to just close out that stock. I could also see Rorix going in here, though.
The thing with Apollo is he can't really be counterpicked by Denmark, right? I mean, are you going to send in like a DK who's like...
DK.
Okay. All right, what's it going to be?
Falco.
It's Raiden. All right, Raiden it is. I would have thought he would be their anchor or one of their possible anchors, but that leaves two other people that could be the anchors. So what do I know?
I think Raiden is the first ranked player in Portugal.
I see. All right.
But it looks like we're already on the right stage. Chansey already threw away three of his stocks. And
Raiden is already, warming his hands, as it seems.
Yeah. Interesting counterpick, actually, if that is the stage.
Are they allowed to counterpick? I haven't seen too much crews.
They have one ban, so Chansey gets one stage ban, and then Raiden gets to counterpick a stage.
I see.
So I would have assumed then that Chansey bans Yoshi's, and then Raiden goes for like either Stadium or maybe Battlefield.
Yeah, exactly. I would go Battlefield if I was Falco here, because how is she gonna get up there? And she especially has to hunt you if she's sitting on one stock. I mean, this is the psychological pressure, especially in crews.
Okay, but it looks like we're restarting.
Okay,
shouldn't be Dreamland.
Yeah. Would have been strange. So all that analysis goes out the window. I think we're gonna go to either Battlefield or Stadium. You're right.
I'm gonna put my money on Stadium.
All right, and it's gonna be Battlefield. See, that's where my money lies. I always ban this. Like, this is ridiculous.
I would have counterpicked Stadium as a Falco player myself.
I see. I like this way worse. Not way worse, but a little worse than Yoshi's even.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess if the Falco is very top plat heavy, it can be really annoying for the Peach player.
I mean, I was raised on Stevo, so shout out to my man. he is liking it up there. All right, Raiden, already shooting some lasers in Chansey's head. He's a little bit weird with the spacing. Chansey doesn't really get too much out of it, but it looks like Raiden knows what he's doing. But then again, we thought that about Pudding as well.
Yeah, Raiden is playing a very spacing heavy game. He's not jumping in too much with deep aerials, but he's going for more either laser approaches or space back acid. Wow. Just like that.
That's gonna be stock number 5 for Chansey, making a good lead for Denmark here. Ooh, dropping the turnip there. Dude, Denmark must be going crazy right now. I mean, I think they thought they had to counterpick, and now, there we go.
Raiden catches him with the cross-up F-smash, I guess. Just ran past the shield, made him jump out of shield, and then F-smashed him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Raiden definitely, got some more tricks up his sleeve, I suppose. But he had to bust one really cheeky one out there to end the stock of Chansey, because he saw Pudding letting it rip and it didn't work. I mean, maybe he thought, see, my F smash though.
That's gonna close up the stock real quick.
Yeah. All right. Chansey took 5 stocks for Denmark. I don't think that was to be expected, especially with the way the first game looked like. Mm-hmm. But still looking pretty grim for Portugal here.
Yeah, especially considering Denmark still have Mo and King Funk
and Eagle.
Yep.
Does Eagle play for them?
I don't think so. He's in the crew, but he's not in the roster right now.
Okay. Where do you see the roster right now?
You can see it on the Discord.
All right, I see. All right.
So Denmark's roster right now is Mo, King Funk, Chansey, Flippy O, Vinictus, and Mats VH.
Yeah,
And
all right.
Portugal has Raiden, Rorix, Pudding, ASB, Boga, Apollo Bon, and Madalena.
All right, I see. Ah, okay, now I found it. Thank you very much
All right.
for catching me
Okay.
up. Did you know, by the way, before the next game starts, who's going to be in the next game? By the way, do you already?
It's going to be Raiden versus Flippio. So
All right.
Falco against Pikachu.
Nice.
We're going to have to switch to Raiden's broadcast.
All right, I did that. I just did that. Waiting for game. Did you know that if you type !donation in chat, I'll go ahead right now and do it. You are going to be able to find a link to a donation website. Should be like that at least. Didn't work. All right. Maybe it's donate. All right, there we go. Thank you very much.
There it is.
Because Smash Sauna Online is funding Kumit Ri, a charitable organization which supports 5 Finnish universal children's hospitals. And what do we love more than Melee?
Children.
The next generation of Melee. So keep those children safe so they can fill our pots at future tournaments. If you donate right here.
The future pot fillers.
Exactly. I mean, up until the point when they,
start
took the shine turnaround grab and start beating us,
I mean,
it should be around the age of 12 at these days.
Pot fillers sounds so mean, but those guys are like the most important part of the community.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm a pot filler. Like, let's be honest here. I think mostly at like those big tournaments, you are as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Only when it comes to German tournaments, I'm not a pot filler anymore.
Yeah, I'm mostly a pot filler at German tournaments as well. I had some good runs, but yeah.
Hey, I think you've made some money in doubles.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I mean, doubles is a whole different ball game. I don't know. Maybe it's just Peach. I'm so much better in doubles results wise.
The two of us almost made doubles at like a European major.
Yeah, true. We almost made money at Valhalla last year. Shout outs to IRL tournaments, by the way. Those were the days, dude.
Yep. That was the last major pre-COVID.
Yeah, exactly. We had the GMC finals in Germany after that, and Hannover tournament, and those were my last 3 tournaments. Yep. And then COVID hit, Team Yasmin, shout outs to Kobobi, and thank you, Yogurt, for acknowledging in chat. But also Team Ball Up all day.
Ball Up
all day. All right, and we're gonna be seeing this on. Are you sure? All right, yeah. It seems like this is gonna end before a minute passes. I don't know about that, but this stage historically horrible for Spaceys against Pikachu.
I mean, I guess it is one of the better Pikachu stages, but in this matchup, can you really call it horrible?
Nah, not really.
The only stage I'd call horrible is FD. That is actually horrible against Pikachu.
Yeah.
I think Pikachu has the best chain grab on Spaceys.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it starts at 0 and like goes up until he can kill you with an up smash. Okay. Once again, Apollo started off really strong, but then still ended up losing his stock first.
You mean Raiden?
Yes, Raiden. Yeah. My bad.
But it's Portugal nonetheless, right? Oh my god. I'm lagging behind so much, and pressing tab does nothing for me, so you got to cover here.
Ooh. I get shield grabbed here. Nice up smash. Ooh. Okay, the straight angle gets him back on stage. Okay. Raiden gets him off stage. Can he close this out? No. Got a lot of spacing here going on from Raiden. All these spaced backers. And catches him with the side B spike.
Oh man, alright.
Ooh, he gets a slide off DI on the up throw. He was looking for that up smash.
Dude, this is still super clutch between those two. I mean, Flippy, he went in there with a stock advantage, but Raiden, he is playing around with the top platform. Oh no, and then he got caught off guard so bad.
lot of down hits here. Oh, he reads the roll, but falls a bit too short.
Oh, now I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going to last stock. Flippy messing up his up B recovery. Let's see if Raiden can take back the lead here for Portugal.
I mean, that would be great, right? They must have sent in Raiden with for a reason. I think they thought about, not only cleaning up Chansey, but also, having potentially like their second strongest player, I would assume. Cleaning house a little bit with the lesser players of the Danish crew. So I don't know, dude. It could it's still anyone's game, but there's still the big X factor. Waiting in the wings and having a Donkey Kong that probably nobody has experience against.
Yeah, once again we got a last stock game here, and the spaghetti is coming out. The cruise pressure is real.
Yeah, nobody wants to lose when they're like there's 5 homies on the line, right?
Oh, the DBZ moment. Oh, Raiden makes it back. Oh, he gets put off stage again. He can still make it back. Nice up air. Wow. What an edge guard. Yeah, and Flippy takes it. Keeps the lead for Denmark here.
Good shit from Flippy right here. So now I'm going to be joining Flippy's stream.
Okay. Are you tapped into the broadcast when you try and fast forward?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So what do you think? Who are they sending in?
Good. They still have Rorik since Apollo left. I don't know who the 5th player is gonna be for the Portugal crew. I have no idea. But
I think I saw ASB before, so the fact that I saw him before, but Madalena, another Puff player, he's broadcasting all the time, so maybe he's warming up or whatnot. And
yeah, it looks like he's gonna be the one going in next.
See a little insight because we're logged into the Slippy broadcast option. He was playing all the time and broadcasting his game, so he must be warm.
Okay, so we got Madalena versus Flippy O. Madalena is playing Puff, as you said, yeah. Yeah, but so far, still a pretty even crew battle here, right?
Yeah, so far it is. But
Denmark with a 1-stock lead.
There's our boy Mo waiting in the wings. This is so ridiculous. Is King Funk playing for them, or is just Mo the answer here? King Funk's playing as well, right?
King Funk is also on the roster.
He's also super solid, so I don't know. I don't know what the chances for Portugal are. I want to be optimistic here. It is still a pretty even crew battle so far. But with King Funk, a very very experienced veteran player, who also plays Falco and is used to playing Falco with us. Used to playing
Lotius and Lotius, yeah.
Yeah. And there we go. But anyway, I don't want to, give up hope for Portugal. As for now, we got Madalena. Maybe he can, make something magical work here, magical happen. Mm-hmm. Looking forward to him attempting to at least, beat Flippy without losing too much.
Yep.
Flippy is still on 1 stock, right?
Yes, he has 1 stock.
All right. So that's a 1 stock lead for the Danish team at the moment, and Madalena looking to annihilate Flippy right now, and then whoever they send in. Let's see. Battlefield seems about right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
It seems so Puff favored to me, but that might be the most neutral stage there's left, right?
Yeah. Once Pika bans Dreamland. I'm guessing that is like the best Puff stage left. Yeah. Unless he wants to go FOD.
All right, and Flippy ripping the raw up smashes here. Not working out though. Madalena found the shield button on time. And yeah, he's just traversing the platforms, not letting Flippy in too much, not catching these hands on the ground.
Yeah.
But Pikachu very good at covering those platforms, sharking through with the disjointed hitbox of his own with the up air. Doesn't do too much damage though, but still.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. Like Flippy has hit him so much, but he's still only at 41%.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, that's still pretty close to up smash kill percent here for Pikachu.
True champ.
Truge.
That would be sad for Madalena.
I guess he'd be really mad.
He'd be mad indeed.
Okay, yeah, but looking good so far.
Almost got the
What a
F-smash,
spot
bro.
dodge.
Who spot dodges like that? Oh my god. That looked like a misinput. Oh, Skull Bash? Not quite enough though. Or is it headbutt? No, it's Skull Bash, right? Oh, and the F smash. That's gonna be
gets
a
him, yeah.
mega kick him out of there. All right. Madalena even out the crew battle now, but Denmark's still on the counter pick.
Yep. 12 stocks apiece, right?
12 stocks apiece. That is correct.
Okay, let me take a look at the Denmark crew here. Who could they be sending in against Puff?
I mean, King Funk would be a good choice,
Hmm.
Because or maybe Matt's VH, because Matt's VH plays Fox, and
Yeah,
Fox is
they could be
super
sending
good.
in a Fox.
I think he's also warming up right now. He's also on the spectate tab of the Slippy broadcaster.
Is he?
I think. Oh no, he's not. All right. I think somebody said that in chat, and I took it for granted. And that's gonna be Alex. I don't know who that is. But I'm so dumb. I'm still on Flippy. That was my problem. I think Flippy just went straight into unranked. I was still watching him. Oh no.
Oh,
Shoutouts to Alex.
that's pretty much also what the German crew does during crew battles. Everyone's just playing while one guy is playing the crew battle, and all the others are trash talking him.
This is so bad. I would never do that. Why? Oh my god, you guys suck, dude.
I mean, especially when Rix is playing, it's pretty funny to just talk to him while he's playing. It always gets to the point where he starts muting himself.
Oh no. Oh no. This is seriously troublesome, because you could, lose some seeding points because you messed up Rick so bad that he messes something up and, loses to where he's not supposed to lose to.
But we decided to not care about stocks. Our goal was to just we will win every match, so there will be no tiebreaker in terms of stocks taken or lost.
Respectable. We got Vinictus, by the way, facing Madalena. Vinictus, so they decided against King Funk here and sent in another Falco. Somebody not knowing too much about the Danish Smash scene, expecting this Falco to be a lesser Falco compared to King Funk. So they must be really, really confident in themselves right now.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm mistaken here, and Vinictus is just, he's like the second coming of Christ here, the second coming of Mango in Denmark, and I missed that development, I'm super sorry. But in my book, King Funk, is the obvious choice here, because he's a much better player, and he could, he's a much more experienced player, so to speak.
Very experienced, yeah. He's always been the Danish Falco, right?
Exactly.
He's always been in the at least top 3 in Denmark.
Yeah, I think so as well. It was always Stelzig, Eagle, and him, and then we had Tomber at some point.
Mm-hmm. And
but I think he was exactly. Then Mo came up.
Okay, we got a 4-stock match here.
Yeah, looking good for Madalena at the moment. Ooh,
gets him with the dash attack. Nice.
Ball bash there, nice one.
Yeah.
I like those edge guards. I like generally edge guards that look like you push off the opponent. They look so cool. I like it with Peach as well, with the dash attack when he just flies away.
Yeah, when you get the sour spot hit.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, he almost got a grab there. It could have been a rest, but didn't. Vinictus finding himself hitting a shine on an aggressive Puff, trying to move out of shield too quickly. Ooh, good DI on the up throw. Yeah, he was ready for that. But Madalena looking pretty good right here. Oh no,
he doesn't get the fair. Yeah, he gets burned. Yeah, Shine is not gonna lead into anything at this percent.
Nope, and it's not gonna kill for like 30 more percent. It's gonna be a
Here's
stock.
gonna do it. 2 quick stocks here for Denmark. Wait, no,
for
Portugal.
Both players unknown, right? So.
I'm so sorry.
All right, and F Smash is going to close out the first stock of Madalena. Madalena already taken 3 stocks for Portugal, so this is looking pretty good for our country in the south. But, still, King Funk and Mo left, so Madalena better put in some more work as we speak. As I say that, what a piece of work he put in there. Or she, I don't know.
Yeah, I think something Vinictus needs to stop doing is using these aerial sort of shield. They won't really work against Puff. Like, Puff has so much aerial drift, she will just drift out of range and then try and whiff punish these aerial sort of shield.
Yeah, exactly.
So usually as a Falco, once you're in shield, you will try and look for like either getting out with a wave dash, a roll, or maybe like a laser sort of shield. Aerial sort of shield usually don't work out that well.
Yeah, I think that must have been at least like 70% of the openings that Madalena got as well, right? Yeah. But can Madalena close out the stock without losing another one? Oh, this could be it! And it is
the
going
up throw
to
rest.
be a 3 stock. All right, so now Portugal not only on the counter pick advantage, also 3 stocks advantage. Now it's time to send in Mo or King Funk, right? Right? We saw 3 players already, so there's 2 more left. I think King Funk might be the choice here.
I'm not too sure how like the Donkey Kong Puff matchup plays out.
I mean, it should be easily restable because
for sure.
Oh, we got Rorix in chat saying let's go. Rorix, you go to your teammate. You congratulate him yourself on Discord or something.
I'm sure they're in a voice call right now.
I hope so.
All right.
I hope so.
King Funk is going in next.
Let's go. That's my boy. King Funk, that's my boy. I want to see him. I want to see him do well, dude.
Let's go, Julius.
Yes. Maybe he gets torn to pieces. I don't know.
Maybe
because that was looking pretty promising what Madalena did there.
Yeah, he might. King Funk might just get up thrown rested 3 times, and
that would be so bad. That would be so. I mean, it can always happen.
Yeah, that's the scary part about Puff and Cruise. It always used to be the same thing with Isis as well, when wobbling still was on the table.
Yeah,
like those characters made or broke crew battles.
Yeah, was it Genesis 1 with when Wobbles destroyed everyone?
That's before my time.
Maybe it was Genesis 2. There was like some crew battle where Wobbles destroyed everyone. He took like 14 stocks or something. It was ridiculous.
Damn.
All right, and there we go. Madalena with a stylish suicide here to start things off, and we're going to play on Pokemon Stadium, Frozen Stadium. The frozen variety that we have to employ in our slippy endeavors because I think the transformations are not functioning.
Yeah, with like rollback, I think they will lead to like desyncs or crashes. Yeah. But I won't complain. I'm a fan of Frozen Stadium.
Yeah, I think it's all right. In some matchups, I like it as well. Not too much against Falco and Fox though. Not getting any better.
It's definitely worse for Peach in the Spacey matchup now that Pokemon is usually the starter stage.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right versus Marth and Sheik. I don't mind it there, but versus Spaceys, it sucks. All right, and King Funk is spacing outside of Madalena's range. Shooting some lasers here and there, maybe poking a little hit or two in there. Madalena not able to get anything off right now.
And he gets up for rest.
Oh my God! As I'm saying, he's not able to get anything off.
Yeah, and King Funk thought that he might be able to survive it. That's why he went for the survival DI.
Yeah. True champ. Oh, that could have been something bad as well.
That was scary.
Dude, yeah, it was so scary.
Okay, King Funk pulling out the gun. Gonna be looking for like a either stray aerial hits or like up tilt would be a pretty big combo starter here.
Yeah, true. Up till it's so stationary though. I think it's always
Yeah.
scary against Puff, right?
Yeah. Usually you don't get a lot of combos against Puff. Oh, that was so close to killing. The second up is gonna do it. He catches him.
Oh my god.
Great sharking here by King Funk.
Yeah. Is there going to be another rest? I mean, that's basically what he needs right now. I think we saw, we already established that King Funk is just out-patienting him, outplaying him in neutral all the time, which is, expected when you play against Falco, that, he has an easier time and much better tools in neutral against a character that basically has no projectiles and, very, very, rather slow movement, but quite ambiguous with his aerial drift and whatnot. But, you really want those rests here because King Funk is not letting you get away with any extended combos and whatnot. Oh no, that's so bad for Madalena and too much percentage. No follow up here.
The rollout.
Oh shit.
Oh, he catches him with the up B.
Oh, and that's gonna be it, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was a little bit lagging behind. That's why I was holding my tongue here. But yeah.
Yeah, Madalena was a bit greedy. That doesn't really combo against Puff, so he should be able to just jump away. But he tried to drift away and get out that way.
Oh well.
Yeah, just like that lead. I think Portugal still has a one-stock lead, right?
Yeah, they do. And we got Rorix next.
Mm-hmm.
So last player will be Apollo for them then.
It's actually so close, even though they still have Mo.
Mm-hmm.
If we get into a Mo into Apollo match, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Apollo, as we established earlier, the only player I played out of all these guys somewhat recently, he was pretty solid. I mean, Mo definitely the favorite here, but a couple of rests here and there. The matchup was quite wonky, I'd say. Not too good for Donkey Kong, though. He is deceptively good jumper. He's his first jump, his full jump is deceptively high and fast. So Jigglypuff might be caught off guard there. Yeah. And that's all you need with the Donkey Kong, right? You want to catch your opponent off guard.
Yeah, I also think Mo is probably be the one that's gonna be more experienced in the Puff matchup as opposed to Apollo with the DK matchup.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think that's a pretty safe guess.
Okay, Pudding in chat just said Rorix and Apollo are big hitters. So,
I mean, Pudding was also hitting big tippers in the first game.
True champ. Pudding, that was such a tragedy. All right, Rorix versus King Funk. I don't see this going on Final Destination. Pretty sure that's not gonna happen. All right, so we got nothing happening right here, right?
Yeah, I think so. Waiting for game.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Now I got waiting for game as well. Because I was thinking about will King Funk go here because he's waiting on ledge and whatnot, but nah. Okay, we're going to stadium. I guess. Yeah.
It's the usual counter pick.
Yeah.
Funk bans FD and then stadium is usually either stadium or some maps prefer Yoshi's. But these days, Yoshi's is considered a Falco favorite stage in this matchup.
Oh, it is. Damn, I didn't know. Because Mango wins on FD anyway, so I don't know. And then he gets 4 stuck on Dreamland, so I don't know what's happening anymore.
Oh, nice spot dodge. Avoids the dashback grab.
King Funk definitely knows what he's doing here.
Oh, gets away with the air dodge. Gets the reverse down, it doesn't close out that stock and gets shield grab for it now. Yeah, Rorix sadly missing the follow-up here on the grab. Okay, let's see what Funk can do here in the corner pressure.
I mean, let's be honest here, right? It's looking pretty grim for Portugal if King Funk, establishes such dominance in the first stock against Rorix.
Okay. I don't like that Nair. Ends the combo early, basically. Could have went for some up air juggles. Yeah, Rorix is kind of looking shaky. He's getting the openings, but the punish is kind of lacking right now.
That's something that, especially in high pressure situations, it's like the opposite of how I imagine, high pressure situations to work for players internally. Because I'd say all your bread and butter stuff, the punishes and whatnot, like that should all be, still in there. Just, you flub execution maybe here and there, but that's mostly neutral thing. The execution in combos is a lot less flubbable, so to speak, because you've done it so many times that there's not too much problem.
And Rorix doesn't manage to close the stock out. King Funk gets another opening here, gets the grab after the down air, nice. Okay, the ledge up, that should do it, yeah.
Well, finally.
Oh, the forward tilt. Nice stall by Rorix, gets back. Let's see. King Funk is doing a good job here, keeping him in the corner. Yeah, that's gonna close out that stock.
Oh man. Alright, yeah. Apollo has to do some lifting here.
I mean, Rorix is still in this, but nice slide off by Funk. Ooh, big opening here. Gets the read, a bit too short on the down air. Gets another read on the roll in. Yeah, Rorix is kind of panicking here.
Yeah,
I think this
should be it. Yeah. Alright, Rorix. Poor guy. Yeah. He really didn't show his full potential here. I'm pretty sure because, I mean, our man Pudding, he was in chat saying like, dude, like Rorix
that's our heavy hitter. Yeah,
it's our heavy hitter, and he took one stock. I mean,
yeah, but he was also playing against like the second best player on the Danish crew.
It was the second best against the second best, right? We got like the perfect crew battle, so to speak. But King Funk still sitting on 2 stocks now, so it's 6-4. And Apollo, he has to do some heavy lifting. Some heavy lifting. Is he going to be able to do that? I mean, Puff, as we said before, a very explosive character, is super good in doubles. In crews, because of that potential rest all the time, and you can catch your opponent off guard. There's not too much time to adapt to your to his strategy, to his approaches. He can throw out all his wonky setups, his I don't know if there's any little tricksies that he has, like some mix-ups, some some stuff that you don't expect and that you have to adapt to, and you can't in 4 stocks like you can in a best of 3 or a best of 5, where you have potentially 20 stocks to work with. So yeah. It's going to be interesting if Apollo will be able to pull through. I'm a little bit doubtful here, but
it's going to be tough. But he might just be able to get 2 quick up throw rests on King Funk to even this out, and then who knows?
I mean, King Funk got up throw rested before by Madalena, right? So by the lesser Puff, so to speak. So yeah, going to be interesting. I got no broadcast now. I got King Funk broadcasting here. Okay. All right, cool. We got a discussion in chat about European pro players, and somebody said the only EU pro is Armada, and now Jade is the only EU pro. Fortilt actually came out of the Sauna. That's right.
We both did. We both
did. Here, I'm still so hot.
So hot, actually. Yeah.
So hot. Take off all your clothes.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Smash Sauna for sponsoring our sauna trip today.
Yeah, thank you very much, Smash Saunas. Thank you very much, Mayhem. Who else is there? Yeku, Salevitz. I'm just listing Finnish smashers who I think are involved in this. Ooh, Sharp. Oh, Sharp, you're right there. Only Swedish Pink Peach players are pros. That's a way to insert yourself into the conversation here.
All
I
right.
wonder if Sharp is sponsored in any way, because he's such a solid player and was on the rise for like such a short amount of time. It's already so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't think he is.
All right. Anyway, so now we got a hand warmer between Apollo and King Funk. King Funk looked warm before. He played 2 matches already, but it looks like he wants to warm up his lasers while Apollo trying to, show us the best wavelands in the business here. Best wavelands in Portugal. Oh, sorry, Sharp. I didn't know. All right, do you think this is going to be Battlefield? I think that makes sense, right? Battlefield, maybe Fountain. I don't know. Oh,
yeah.
Or King Funk already had his ban, right? It's his
No, I think you have a ban every game.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay,
against everyone coming in against you.
And we got okay. That's the. Oh no, we're still warming hands.
Yeah, this looks like another warm up.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. King Funk, is looking good. Dude, is this like shield drop, double jump lasers?
Yes, that's what he's doing right now.
It looks slick. I never tried that out. It looks slick. It actually looks like some stuff of the very, very old days when we used to do like tech skill videos.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I would be like, oh, that's such a
yeah, it's
cool
pretty
idea.
fast.
Yeah, exactly. And we go to Stadium.
Stadium?
Or not?
I don't think so. It should be Apollo's counterpick, so.
All right, there is something going on.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Do you have a freeze frame as well?
Yes.
All
I think
right.
they just paused.
Oh, that's what it looks when you pause. I see.
Yeah. I don't think the stream can see the gameplay yet.
All right. So stream, in case you're wondering what's happening right now, nothing. They are on the third consecutive stage and they paused. And I think somebody must have some problem. Did you know that Cones Academy is a sponsor of this event, by the way? Cones Academy, if you want to learn anything about Melee as a competitive sport, esport, you go to Cones Academy and you learn whatever it takes to beat these people on screen, for example. I think they're both very, very much within the beatable tier of players, right? And you could do that as well if you start at Cones Academy tomorrow. Just pick a character, pick a coach, and let your coach tell you anything you need to know. For I don't know, I think it's a Patreon thing, right? So you
yes, it's on
you pay via
Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't even need to become like a student of anyone. You can also just like pay. I think it used to be 5. It might be 6 or 7 euros a month now for like the content consumer tier, and you get to watch a lot of like VODs of European top players doing analysis and coaching, just for like not for a lot of money a month.
Yeah,
so the value
it's
of that is
pretty cheap. Yeah. I mean, I saw other players, like top players, offer coaching before for like amounts of money that I would deem ridiculous. I would like, who's paying that much money for that? I saw that before. I saw that on Twitter and whatnot, and I thought like, man, this coaching thing really is going nowhere. Like it's just rich kids, and whatnot. Then I saw like Cones Academy. I was like, oh, so you're telling me that Nikki could coach me for like $20 a month? All right, yeah, I can see that.
But I do actually think like some of the Cones Academy coaching coaches are very cheap, too cheap maybe even.
Yeah,
I think they deserve more. But yeah.
I mean, dude, like Nikki out there doing God's work, teaching people how to beat puffs, you know? Like all right. Still nothing happening here on the end of King Funk stream. So let me go through a list of sponsors yet again to see what else we can plug, because there's a lot of sponsors to this event. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, we are on BTS Smash right here. So thanks, shout outs to the Beyond the Summit guys. Smash Summit 11 will take place. I think in person, right? Maybe
yes,
we
it's
don't.
an in-person event, and they're flying out the guy who ends up first after, I think it's FET. No, not FET. I think the event after that.
Okay, that might be Air.
Yes, I think the player who's first on the leaderboard by that time is getting a spot for Summit.
Oh, that's so cool!
Yeah.
Also, another great company that is.
Oh, okay. They're playing already, but we don't have.
Oh, they're
broadcast.
playing already. All right. Maybe that's what all that stuff was about. King Funk tried to broadcast, but he was lagging maybe from his computer, and that's why they tried out several different stages and see if it, or several different games and see if it was still lagging, and then he, stopped the broadcast. That's my assumption here. So, well, we'll never know. Maybe, just maybe, our man Apollo beats King Funk, and we can, get a fresh screen from Mo, from our boy Mo, and he could provide us with our final conclusive game of this crew match.
Yep.
Up until then, Prolong Software, great sponsor of the same circuit as well. We already saw a Prolong event tournament in the same circuit with the Upset.
Yep.
I think the Upset 2 is also announced at this point, and we had the Prolong Coliseum, which was a circuit in and of itself with like 4 qualifying tournaments and then the final top 16 tournament and whatnot. I think it was like 2 weeks ago or something.
It was 2 weeks ago. The qualifier events were last year. It's been a while.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think I participated in one and I was like, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to make the main event, so yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Apollo ended up winning against King Funk, but losing 2 stocks in the process.
Oof, all right.
Yeah, so Denmark still Mo left before stocks against Apollo's 2 stocks for Portugal.
That's going to be interesting. I think, as we said before, this Mo heavy favorite to win this. Then again, Jigglypuff always in for a surprise. But my money's on Mo. If there's going to be a bet in chat, I will put my 30,000 BTS Smash coins on Mo here.
Yeah, he even has a 2-stock lead, so that's gonna be really rough.
Yeah. And I mean, Donkey Kong is kind of good at walling out other characters, especially if the character doesn't have a projectile that can turn him around. Because Donkey Kong really, most of the time, if you're playing on an even horizontal playing field with him, he really wants his back turned to you because his back air has such a large hitbox to the back, and Puff has no way of turning him around from the distance, like Falco, for example, would have.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also no means of making him approach. So this is perfect situation for Mo here. The entire deck is stacked against our man Apollo. Let's see what he can do. But yeah, as I said, my money's on Mo.
Yeah, and we got a gameplay broadcast by Mo, but I don't think they started yet.
No, I'm waiting for game. ...
Yeah.
Oh, I heard something. There we go.
Yep, there we go.
FD? Are we seeing them on FD? I don't know if this is the proper choice here. I think, yeah.
This just looks like the first stage. They
random.
I think they just connected to each other, so they random to a stage.
Okay. Oh, I just saw Madalena in chat, the Jigglypuff player we saw earlier, and their name in chat is Mad_Alina. So that's super funny. I'd never seen this like sort of play on words before. I like it. Let's go Portugal. Now I want Apollo to win. Just to redeem Pudding, one of the best nicknames I've seen all year, and Mad Alina, also amazing nickname. I'm a guy of the nicknames, I like them. I think Mo is
You
quite
also-
boring.
You've also had plenty of nicknames.
Oh, I did, and I'm not done. So if you ever run into Thicky Schlong on netplay,
Is that your newest one?
That's my latest one, Thicky Schlong.
Okay. Alright, looks like we're going to Pokemon Stadium. 2
Alright.
stocks for Apollo. Can he bring this back for Portugal?
It's gonna be interesting. I think on Stadium you die quite early off the top, and DK definitely, wants to kill Puff off the top with this massive up air. That I think also like the cargo throw.
I think it combos. Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad spot already. And as we saw there, right? Mo
Yes,
was
cancels.
like,
That's gonna do. Gets the down attack chase.
yeah, looking like
And
Falcon
sticky
here.
boards.
Yeah, no, this is so overdue. Poor Apollo. We're hyping him up.
Okay.
Okay.
Some hope left here.
Oh yeah, crouch cancel double down.
Oh.
Oh no, but yeah, that's not the best.
Yeah, I
one
don't
here.
even think he can go for rests here.
No way. He's done.
Oh my god, Mo, please stop.
Oh, God, Mo. Oh,
Please stop.
no.
Don't do this. Just
The
end
thing
it.
is, I feel like this is BM, but then again, I know Mo, and he's like the nicest guy.
I mean, he even took 10%. Oh,
Oh my god! All right. Finishing in style, Denmark winning with 3 stocks remaining against Portugal. One of the easier games for them in this pool, which is very, very stacked, and they did it. They pulled through. It's the I don't know. I think from the very get go, it was super interesting, to see this crew battle and to see Portugal, definitely stacked the deck stacked against them, but Pudding did super well. But then Chansey took it back, and so on and so forth. And we had so many hero moments from Portugal. But in the end, Mo was waiting to BM whoever is left, and we just saw that dude. Mo, he SD'd once, and he still looked amazing.
but honestly, I didn't expect this to be this close.
Me neither. Me neither.
Portugal really did well.
Yeah, definitely.
So props to them. That was a pretty good showing.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, Apollo is in chat saying, holy, I got fucked, guys. All right. So we are going to an ad break right now. Any last words for this crew match, Irfan?
Yeah, shoutouts to the Portugal crew. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I really love these new scenes emerging. So yeah, keep it up.
I have nothing to add. Let's go.
Looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the light. I'm lost in the music, and I stay here for the night. I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind.
Oh.
too far down at the very least.
Wow, oh my god, Finnish game, look at that! What?
This pressure. He just pressed A on him.
Okay, so Knuckles still going onto the stock, but now they've got a chance to combo arms out. And they kill the arms out of it. That was great.
What did you give? How much did you sacrifice? Was it worth it?
Play this record as frequently as possible. Then, as it becomes easier for you, play the record once a day or as needed. Play this record. Play this record. Play this record.
And we're back with Austria against England. This is going to be interesting. The heat in my sauna was through the roof. I had to throw on 3 towels now because I'm back in my cold apartment room. And there was a lot of heat in the last crew battle, but I think this one is going to be even more interesting. We get the ever eternal underdogs of Austria with Yogurt, Omen, Stefmani, Timmy, and Dan 2Y against England, who are sending in Professor Pro, Frenzy, R23, Kingu, Lorster, and GG. So there's one player potentially not playing for England.
Yep.
And we don't know who it is yet. I think it will come down to if they need another puff or want to send in Lorster as a Peach, I suppose. Does Peach have any favorable matchups here? Maybe Timmy, yeah. Maybe Lorster would be a good pick.
Yeah, Omen.
Or Omen, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Austrian crew, the crew is pretty strong. Like they have Yogurt and Timmy, who are pretty good themselves. Timmy has been the best player in Austria for quite some time. Also, one of the best Falcos in Europe.
Yeah, for quite some time as well.
Yeah,
never
definitely
quite broke through, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think he's always been like kind of a top 5 Falco in Europe, at least top 5.
Yeah.
And
He's had his moments, but he never took anything big. Like, Frenzy had a meteoric rise, for example, as an example for another Falco. But Timmy always super solid, very solid defensive zoney gameplay. playstyle, he always he never ceases to impress me, so to speak. But then there's matches like his games against who's it, Joe Ryden, who just made him look like super stupid. I was like, damn, that's not my Timmy there. But if you're not used to the matchup, which is a very very common theme across Austria because they only play top tiers, so yeah.
There are basically no low tiers in Austria. They always struggled with either the mid-low tiers, but also just with characters they are not used to playing. They always struggled against Puff, Ice Climbers.
I remember. Do you remember T? The Austrian
the Samus player.
Originally a German player, but he moved to Austria for studies, I think.
Yes.
And he was living he shared a flat with Glory, if you remember that guy, a very solid Sheik player. Also originally a German player from northern Germany, but he also moved to Austria for university. And when they were roommates, Glory was screwing up T so badly that he picked up Ice Climbers specifically to counter Glory, right? For quite some time. Didn't work out that well, but he tried it because he knows if this. Who is playing, by the way? Because I only have Austrian players on my broadcast, and all of them.
Do we already know who Austria's?
Oh,
okay, Timmy's going in first.
Right.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, we're missing. Okay.
All right, yeah, it already started, as it seems. Crocs Fox 2005. Is that Kingu?
Maybe.
Kingu or
No.
GG?
Kingu should be. Kingu should be playing. Okay.
Right, yeah, but we already got a game going on. We just
strong start here for Timmy.
Yeah, it's true. As we said, he's just zoning him out. As we saw with King Funk against Madalena earlier. Falco very, very good at zoning out Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff has a difficult time getting in there. Oh my God!
Yeah, Timmy is looking for that one strong backer.
Ooh, just dashing in there, not expecting the puff to be ready.
Nice. That wave dash was so long. Wave dash out shield, turn around jab. Rest? Yeah. Guys at the top, so no rest punish here for Timmy. That could have been a pretty big punish at 25% for Timmy.
I think so as well, but yeah. He messed up his DI.
Good DI on the shine by Kingu. DIing in there could have been double shine off the top.
Oh, really? I always forget about that option on Battlefield because it's has such a high ceiling. But yeah, definitely an option against Jigglypuff.
Ooh, nice double jump bait.
Yeah, a good DI by Kingu there.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 puffs would have died there. Oh, that's gonna be it.
Yeah, once again, Timmy delaying his timing for these backers, and Kingu is being caught off guard by it.
You already know what Kingu is thinking right now, right? He's thinking, I hate him so much! Fucking approach!
Don't do it to him.
oh, got him off guard. Oh no, wow. Trading side Bs, both of them are, but both of them make it out alive here. Good stuff by both of them, yeah. Kingu is getting, he's getting very, very few openings, but he's trying to take him as far as possible, as you should with Puff, but at this percent, you don't really get an easy rest setup on Falco, so it's gonna be, it's gonna stay difficult for him. F smash, not gonna be enough. Amazing DI by Kingu there.
Yeah, and Timmy is playing so well around Kingu's shield again. He's delaying his aerial, he's delaying his timings, mixing it up. Kingu is getting caught out of shield so much.
Just like we saw earlier with Madalena, to be honest.
Ooh, gets the jabs.
Timmy looking like a Street Fighter player,
That was scary. That could have been a rest out of shield. Nice.
That's going to be the third stock. Timmy sitting on 2 stocks comfortably. Will Kingu be able to bring this back to pull ahead for his crew? I think Timmy must be the heaviest hitter of the Austrian crew. So
yeah, definitely.
Super curious why they decided to send him in first. And losing 2 stocks already to one of the lesser players. Not to say that Kingu is a slouch at all. He isn't. But one of the lesser players of this very stacked crew for sure.
So, I mean, Kingu is probably the 3rd best player on the roster right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Not Prop and Frenzy, so... Still, Timmy is looking really good here. Can he? Oh, that up air was so close to hitting. I think that would have killed.
Okay. That up air bait by Kingu was pretty solid, but he didn't quite finish it. And doesn't get the edge guard. Nope. Lands with his back to him, unfortunately.
Yeah, strong back air is gonna kill pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gets him off stage. Can King close it out? He doesn't go out.
Oh,
this is the back air.
Back air, no way. And that's
Gets
gonna be
shield
it.
poked by Timmy's back air.
All right, two
King was
stocks.
hesitating a bit. He like hit Timmy off stage, but he wasn't too sure what he's gonna do. He like jumped out, and then he was like, maybe he might side B, so he drifted back on stage, and then Timmy just recovered for free.
Yeah. That was very, very unfortunate for Kingu there. He could have definitely had that stock multiple times throughout the duration of this game. But, Timmy already not throwing away, but, losing two stocks as the best player of your crew. I'm not too sure what the strategy here is. Maybe they think that Yogurt with Marth can beat Prof on a favorable stage or something, but I don't know. I don't know about the strategy of the Austrian crew here, gotta be honest.
I mean, they have to take some gambles. Like, just on the player matchup, they are a bit outmatched in terms of skill. Like, Prof and Frenzy are, like, better than the whole Austrian crew, especially because Austria doesn't have their, like, super heavy hitters like Clemens, Glory, Ares.
Yeah, dude, what happened to these guys? Why are they not supporting their country here?
Yeah, I think the only one of those that was like somewhat playing or like attending tournaments was Glory, but he also, ever since like the pandemic started, he hasn't been much of an online gamer.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, Austria still, they have like some new players coming up who have been like showing good stuff, like Steph Money. He's had really good performances at some of the same events.
Yeah.
I think he's already placed top 32 several times, which is really good.
Yeah, definitely very, very solid. He had, I think I specifically remember one Levo run that he had that was amazing, where he beat a lot of good players in losers bracket.
Yeah.
So yeah, Steph Money definitely no slouch, but
Okay, we got Frenzy coming up next for the Falco Ditto against Timmy.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, both of these guys are experienced in the Falco Ditto, of course.
These guys used to play so much at like all the EU majors.
Yeah, remember EU majors, dude?
Good old times. Yeah, these guys played a lot, and it always was pretty close. I think earlier Timmy had the advantage against Frenzy, but Frenzy kind of brought it back. But I know that these two traded a lot of sets.
Yeah, that's true. Like 2 years back or something, or maybe not last year.
Yeah, probably like 2 years.
Yeah,
I remember them playing at like VCA, Awakening, those kinds of tournaments.
Oh man, remember Awakening? All right, so we got Timmy vs. Frenzy coming up. I assume not on Fountain. That would be a wonky stage for Falco Ditto because both of them, the platforms sometimes get in the way of your short hop heights. That not only messes up your combos but also messes up your neutral game with the lasers being thrown out of short hops mostly. So yeah, I assume they would play on like, I don't know, something like Battlefield.
Frenzy's go-to counterpick in the Ditto is usually FD. So we might see that if Timmy doesn't ban it. But yeah, I know Frenzy's been practicing the Ditto a lot because if you're active in online tournaments right now, you will have to play Kinzo and Livingi a lot, especially Livingi because he just attends everything. So Frenzy needs to be proficient at this matchup to make it far into brackets.
And he usually does.
Yep. I think the last time he at Ponon Colosseum, he lost to Kinzo, but he beat Livingi.
Yeah. Those were also crazy pools, and like the pools were super, super weird as well. With like
every match in those pools these matches were so high level.
Yeah, like basically every game was a top 8 game or a top 6, top 4 or whatnot. It was crazy. Except for Ice versus IBDW, which was an exhibition match, and But Ice would have been eligible for a tournament, right? But he just didn't.
Yes.
Decided not to enter.
Yeah, I think he didn't have the time to play the actual tournament.
I see.
He qualified through region, I believe.
Ah, I see. All right.
Yeah, the highest placing players at region qualified, and I think it was Maya and Media also qualified through region.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay, so there we go. The Falconito started on Battlefield. I think the Battlefield was my call. I said this most likely going to happen because you don't want to take Frenzy to FD. Oh, but you also apparently don't want to take Frenzy to the ledge because he went off right there, catching him off guard with a nair.
Yeah, and gets
looking like a
another
Link edge
opening.
guard.
Okay, Timmy catches him with the up tilt, doesn't get the follow-up. Once again, he's in the corner. Okay, shield grabs a jab.
Is this curtains already for tilt?
It might just be.
Oh my god.
I mean,
who's gonna be able to stop Frenzy from tearing through the entire crew, dude? It's gonna be a joint effort of all the remaining Austrian players to just get rid of Frenzy's 4 stocks.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. Timmy needs to take at least this one stock.
But Frenzy took Timmy's stock at below 100, so maybe he could. Or maybe he could not. All right.
Yeah,
So
really
that
dominant showing here by Frenzy.
That concludes our first player of the Austrian crew, Timmy, who lost all of his stocks, took 4, so he did what he was supposed to, at least take as many stocks as he went
He did
in with.
really well against Kingu.
That's true.
Okay, I'm expecting Austria to send Yogurt in.
Yeah.
I don't think they should be sending in Omen for another Farcodito or Steph Money.
Nope. Maybe Dan 2Y. Maybe
No, I don't think you want to send in a fast follower against Frenzy.
Yeah, he is really good against fast followers.
I mean, to be honest, you don't want to send in anyone against Frenzy, but you have to send in someone.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the best thing you can do is go with the math here.
But what do we do with Prof then? Because that's also the best counter pick against Fox.
Yeah.
And you don't want to have Yogurt out, even if he beats Frenzy, right? Which would be an assumption and a half. That's a big if. Even if
it's gonna be Yogurt.
Okay, it's gonna be Yogurt.
Yogurt is going in next.
If he beats Frenzy, then he still has R23 to face. So
R23 Prof.
Yeah.
Lost.
I think matchup wise, R23 would make most sense for them. In case Yogurt survives this one.
Man, that UK crew is stacked.
Definitely. Who's the second seed in that pool? Is it Finland? No, Finland wasn't even second,
Sweden.
right?
I think
Sweden.
UK was second and Sweden was the first seed, is what I would believe.
That is a hard pool.
Yep. I think that pool is probably the harder one. In Pool A, I believe the other pool is Pool A. The top 2 seeds are Germany and the Netherlands.
I see. And there we go. We got Yogurt versus Frenzy. I don't think that Yogurt would want to go here. Dreamland. Sorry. Dreamland probably not the best stage here for Marth. I'd go so far to say the worst stage for Marth here. But then again, we saw Zay in 4-stock Mango here. So I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Yeah, I'd expect to see either Stadium or maybe a Fountain pick here from Yogurt. But yeah, we'll find out soon.
All right. Yogurt has the slickest connection so far, by the way. I don't even have to press the tap button here. Oh, England crew, not UK. I'm so sorry, AUO. UO? Never learned how to pronounce that name, but you're on my radar. You play Peach, so I know. But yeah, true. It's not UK, it's England. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right, we're going to Stadium.
Okay, we got...
Already Yogurt is in the corner. How is he going to get out? He's going to get fall thrown over and over again.
Yeah, he tried to dash out of there, but Frenzy was just sitting there comfortably in a shield with a grab. Just out-timing him, out-maneuvering him.
Yeah. Oh. Frenzy's corner pressure is just too good.
Frenzy, untouched yet. Oh, now this stock. Finally, he got hit.
Okay. That jab was a good idea, but Frenzy with a nice double jump sweet spot.
Yeah, Frenzy's just too. He's just too clean for that. You know, you can't jank him like this because the jab is quite the janky option because you already know that the Falco, you know, usually tries to sweet spot the ledge with his double jump.
Yeah, the thing is, Falco can't really sweet spot with his double jump, so you can, if you time it right, you can still poke him.
I see. But Fox can?
Fox can, yes.
Okay, I see. It always looks the same. I don't know.
Yeah, Falco's ledge grab box is like a bit lower as opposed to Fox.
I see.
So his head kind of sticks out.
All right, and we are on even stocks now. Even Stevens. And, you know, I'm going to bite my tongue right away. Oh, Frenzy not being able to close out the edge guard here.
Yeah, Frenzy went for the Kalindi thing where you do a normal get up from the ledge, and then you try and shield SDI against the up B to get to the ledge.
Oh, I see. Oh my god, caught him off guard so bad with the F smash, and this could be another stock.
The Mouth Killer is gonna do it.
Yeah. Oh man, alright, Yogurt. I mean, he took one stock, which is, you know, that's something, but not enough for this crew battle. This looks pretty decided yet at this point already. But
yeah, Frenzy might just clean up this whole crew if Yogurt doesn't take another stock here. Because I could see Frenzy just go on to like 3-stock Steph Money and Omen as well.
Mm-hmm. There's so many like super solid Austrian players that aren't even in the roster, like in the full roster, which is kind of baffling to me. I don't know if they got better
Frenzy
things
goes
to do.
for the SD there.
Oh, and he gets him on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite baffling to me that there's so many good Austrian players that are not participating here, and this is what it looks like. Dude, Frenzy could clean up the entire crew, and could also, I think, if he cleans up every single one of them, then this might be the best performance of any player in crew so far, right? He has a chance here. He has a shot. So this is the Frenzy story.
I think Frenzy already has the best performance when when England played against Finland. I think he beat like Solo Battle, Livingi. He didn't take as many stocks as he might take in this crew battle, but he took a lot of stocks against like Finland's good players.
Okay.
Like I think he beat Livingi and Solo Battle, and he took like 3 stocks from Payu or something.
Oh,
that was an
yeah, I
insane
remember
performance.
that. Oh my god,
Yeah, he almost 4-stocked Payu.
Yeah, true. I remember that. I was like, come on, Frenzy. Now you gotta do that. Oh, damn.
Yeah, that was an insane performance by Frenzy.
But Solo Battle's still the stock leader, right? Because they have like leaderboards for most stocks taken.
I think so.
And I think Solo Battle is the leader, and Frenzy must be second place, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Solo Battle 32, Frenzy 27. And Raul with 26 on third place. Damn. Yeah, French crew also showing up big time.
I don't think we have any Germans in like the top list because we've just been sending in random people who were like there.
Nah, dude, Rix took 19, as many as Prof did.
I think Rix only played 2 crew battles, so
that's an insane performance for him. Then.
Yeah. I think he played the last crew battle against Scotland and one before that.
Okay, I see.
Against Spain, I believe. Yeah, I think he played against Spain and Scotland.
And it's going to be Frenzy versus Omen.
Another Falco Ditto.
Yeah, that was bound to happen.
Yeah, I guess you have to send an Omen here. You don't want to send in the Captain Falcon or the Fox against Frenzy.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, Frenzy is so practiced in this matchup right now.
And where?
I know because Frenzy has been hitting me up to practice the Ditto. We've played a few times these past few weeks.
I see. Steph Money being in chat saying England's actually going to beat his tiny buttocks. Austria is calling it right now. But first, Frenzy has to beat Omen here. There seems to be some dispute about the stage or something, because we heard that the game is about to start, but it doesn't. So I'm a little bit confused here.
Yeah, we're still waiting for game, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some technical difficulties, of course. Right. That's bound to happen with Slippy. And okay, we're on Dreamland. Frenzy's still sitting on 3 stocks. And
is it 3? Yes, I think it's 3.
Yeah, Yogurt took one.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but honestly, even with 3 stocks, Frenzy is still the favorite to just win this game here against Omen.
Yeah, true. True.
Yep. I think Omen is a box player, and he's also been improving a lot. I think he's like probably the 3rd best Falco in Austria right now.
Oh, he is? Dang. Good stuff to him. Austria.
Yeah, after Timmy, of course, and probably Bundy.
Yeah. What about Fox 128? Does he still play? All right.
I think he like plays occasionally. I've definitely ran into him on like unranked and chatted with him a bit. But I think Omen is better than him.
Okay,
that's what I would say.
All right. So let's see if Omen holds a candle to Frenzy here. If Frenzy continues plowing through the Austrian crew. It's looking pretty grim for Austrian heroes, but maybe Omen with his box magic can make something happen here. Oh, and
good so far.
Yeah. Not ready for the edge guard there. Again, Frenzy just re-jumping, snapping ledge as optimally as possible. I think a down smash could have sufficed there for Omen, but he was out of reach. So, that edge guard was not bound to happen at any point. Frenzy was just super safe there, but he was off stage for a moment. So that's, you got to take
goes
what
to the back air.
Can get.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, edge cancel back air into another back air. Frenzy gets another opening.
I was so looking forward to the power combo, but Frenzy just didn't give it to us. Oh my god, another back air to back air combo, by the way.
Yeah, 0 to death here.
Dang.
That's so scary, because if Frenzy gets another shine here, he probably will take that stock, and there it is.
He
missed the weight
up.
band, yeah. Gets another shine.
Rare side of a mess up on Frenzy's part. He is, he is Uncle Punched out of his mind. So I'm pretty shocked to see that. But the platform cancels. And this should be
Omen has been going for a lot of double lasers from the edge.
I mean, this game hasn't really started yet for him, right? It's like we're a minute in and Frenzy already taken 3 stocks.
Yeah, this is 4 stock pace right now.
Ooh, first power shield here, throwing Frenzy off guard a little bit, but Frenzy was wisely not choosing to go in there, but, stay away from Omen. He really wants to play the safe. He wants to pick his opening out of a defensive option rather than, going in there aggressively. I'm saying as he is trying to shark him through the top platform and Omen gets the back air to finally get rid of Frenzy's second stock.
Yeah. Honestly, if Frenzy would have 4-stocked Omen here, I think he would have just cleaned up the whole crew. But now with
there's still a chance that he could do that.
Yeah, there's still a chance.
Okay, and that concludes Omen's participation in tonight's crew battle.
Frenzy is so good.
Yeah, definitely. Could you tell me who will be next? Because I don't want to join Frenzy stream because that's always lagging for me.
We don't know yet.
Okay, we
it's
don't.
Either gonna be Steph Money or Dan2Y.
Yeah, I have never heard of Dan2Y, dude.
Same. I've read his name. I don't even know if you say it like that. Dan2Y. Maybe it's like
Danny
pronounced differently. Danny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever met him, even though we live somewhat close.
Yeah.
I've probably met most Austrian smashers, but I don't know about him.
Weird, right? But that's a Slippy era for you. So you don't have to meet your opponents to play your opponents anymore, which is amazing and tragic in the same way. I was expecting some heat, but I'm super cold, even though I'm covered in towels right now because they sent in Timmy first, and now they're getting shredded by Frenzy. These Austrians, man, they had other plans.
It started so good for the Austrian crew, but then
Yeah.
Frenzy is just so good.
Man. As soon as we don't have our next Austrian player yet, I'm gonna go through my little notes regarding the sponsors. So we also got, huge shout out to Smash Finland, right? Smash Finland or I don't know how to pronounce it with a Finnish pronunciation, but this is the association which focuses on organizing Smash events, helping improving the status of Smash as an esports game in Finland. And that makes the competitive rules that are used in Finland. So I'm not too sure if the competitive rules differ greatly from ours and the rest of Europe, but I think they played PAL for the longest time. I don't know if they still do actually, but Smash Sauna Online is played in NTSC. So oh, they're not playing PAL anymore. We just got informed by the production.
But Finland was one of the countries that stuck to PAL for the longest.
Yeah.
After most European countries had switched to NTSC.
I see.
Okay, it looks like we get Danny against Frenzy.
All right, we get Dan Chu Y. Or maybe Danny. Let's go. So both of us never having seen the guy before, I'm super interested in what he has to offer and if he can finally clean up Frenzy, who is only the second player of the English crew. Oh my god, come on, Dan 2Y. We at least want to see Prof or Lorster or somebody come out here. It can't be the Frenzy show. That's not what I tuned. Not what I tuned in for this Friday evening.
I mean, as a Falco player, I'm down. Let's go Frenzy.
I can see that. Steph Money says this Danny guy is hot, so
Okay, so it's Danny, right?
Yeah. All right.
We're just gonna.
Just gonna call him Danny. Dan 2Y sounds very, very convoluted.
Down air. Wow, what a counter shine, and he gets that stock. What a counter shine by Danny, gets the turnaround. Alright. Nice shine grab here by Frenzy. Gets another opening here. Danny's off stage. Oh. Yeah, Frenzy with attack chases. Can he get... Oh, I was expecting another counter shine here.
Yeah. Oh, and then he messes up his recovery big time. Donating another stock to the Frenzy donation goal of, taking over first place in the stocks taken ranking, so to speak.
Yeah, and Frenzy just keeps going. Can he get the down air? Oh, nice.
Didn't quite get it, but there's another shot for an edge guard. Oh, he doesn't opt to go for it. The shine? Oh, but Danny...
he could have just rolled.
Definitely could have just rolled. He should have. Oh,
okay,
that's gonna be shine. Danny
nice.
finally closes out Frenzy.
Damn, Danny taking 2 stocks here off of Frenzy and only losing 2 himself. Pretty good showing here.
He took as many stocks as Timmy, Yogurt, and Omen combined.
Yeah.
Sorry, I gotta say, Danny, looking kind of.
Let's go, Danny.
Now. Let's go, Danny.
That's my boy.
That's my boy.
I've never met him, but that's my guy.
All right. Who's gonna be the next one? Because Danny isn't streaming, isn't broadcasting.
Oh, he was broadcasting earlier.
Okay, I just watched on Frenzy stream or broadcast, so I don't know. But there's only one player left, right? Should be Steph Money.
No, Danny's still playing.
Oh, Danny's I'm so dumb. Yeah. Danny's still playing. Yeah.
England is gonna be sending in the next player.
True, champ. I was so caught up in the narrative that Frenzy's gonna take it all that I already forgot about Danny beating Frenzy right there.
Okay. Still no broadcast here.
Same for me.
Honestly, at this point, England can just send in whoever they want.
I think if they want to play for stocks, they should send in Prof.
Yeah.
Or maybe Lorster, who's like super solid, right? But then again, he would be up against the Falcons, so
Yeah, he would have to play Steph Money afterwards.
yeah.
And
But
that might be rough.
at least he can't be Shine Spiked or something. that was my train of thought here. But I think Prof definitely the best choice here for England to clean it up.
Okay, it looks like we're getting R23 next.
Ooh, that was not on my radar. Our guy, R23. I think I wasn't too sure if he was still active or not because I didn't see him attend too many online tournaments. I see him attend doubles every single time because last time he beat him and VA beat Ice and 6,
Yeah,
right?
they won the doubles tournament, right?
They won the doubles tournament, yeah. That was amazing. But I haven't seen him perform in singles recently. Or at least, not perform up to his usual standard because he was one of the top European sheiks for I don't know, for a respectable amount of time, for like 2 years or something. But then COVID struck and we lost our tournaments, and then everybody had to settle for Slippy, which is of course an amazing tool, but definitely not the same experience.
Yeah, but people also improved so much, so
yeah,
it's so hard to get back to the top right now.
Yeah, true.
Like you can see it with Ice. He used to just run all over everyone in Europe that was not like Leffen or Armada, and now he's like struggling with a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw it before COVID struck, right? When he lost to Kinzo at this one Spanish tournament. He lost to Pipsqueak and Kinzo, and he would have never lost to either of those guys. And now Pipsqueak and Kinzo both are so much better at this point than they were back then. But Ice also gotten better. I think he beat both of them recently. So
yeah, he's beaten Kinzo the last 2 or 3 times.
All right. So Danny versus R23. R23 definitely. I would not have expected England to send him in, but maybe
Yeah, Sage.
Sage. He just said, dude, I want to play. Come on, we won this anyway. They're not looking for stocks, just like the German crew, right? They're not looking for stocks because they think they're gonna beat anyone anyway, everyone anyway. So yeah.
I like that kind of approach. It's just confidence.
It's confidence, man.
We're not playing for tiebreakers. We're playing for the W.
Nice. Yeah. So kind of in the same vein as the German crew. Yeah. True. And yeah, Danny looking kind of hot right now. But R23 definitely the more experienced player, a veteran, so to speak. He has been playing for quite some years, and he has gimped Foxes left and right, literally on both ledges, several times. I'd say millions of times. And
it's a dash attack.
But doesn't get anything out of it. Danny, very full jump heavy Fox. Looking like a Southwest German Fox.
Yeah, he's been using the platforms a lot. But yeah, he gets that Sakurai combo to close out the first stock here against R23.
Yeah.
It's the third stock here for Danny. Gets the shield grab.
Danny definitely on his way to MVP of the crew. Just one more stock and he ties it up with Timmy. Oh, and there's gonna be a stock for sure.
Connects the jab into the F tilt.
And yeah, throwing away a full fresh set of needles. R23 said, I don't need those. Looking like Dr. Dad. Shout out. Alright,
and then he gets him back off stage. No jump.
No jump.
Right?
Nice. 4 stocks for Danny right now. Taking 2 of Frenzy, 2 of R23. How many more are in this guy? Oh, looks good, looks good. Oof. Dude, he's quick. He's quick.
Yeah, he's all over him right now.
Yeah. Waiting for the needle there, so there's no window of opportunity for Ray Romano here to hit him with another dash attack. Oh, but he messes up his mid-shorten, and this is going to be the end of Danny. That's so unfortunate for him.
Yeah, falls a bit too short with the side B. Doesn't get the shorten he wanted to. But yeah, still taking 2 stocks here, 4 stocks overall. Not a bad showing here for Danny.
Yeah, tied MVP position right now with Timmy, and now we got Steff Money as the last remaining member of the Austrian squad here, a Captain Falcon player.
Yeah, and Jurgot is saying, remember the name, he is the future.
I will remember the name Danny.
Talking about Danny. Dan 2Y.
Dan 2Y. Is it Danny Yogurt? Tell us. Is it Danny?
I think
or
it's
is it...
Danny.
Okay. Because
at least that's what Steff Money said in the chat earlier.
Yeah. Does the 2 stand for 2 N's? Because it's DAN, and then you double the N with like a multiplication sign. People just call him Danny. All right.
Okay, you pronounce it Danny, is what
Thank
the
you,
man
Danny.
himself said.
All right, the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, on par with Timmy in this crew battle right now. What a legend.
Dan 2Y. All right, we're definitely getting Steff Money next against R23.
Yeah, I get Steff Money's Slippy pulled up.
All right.
Do you have waiting for game just like me, or
1 second? Yes, waiting for game.
All right, nice. Do you know that we are also sponsored by Tree Gamers, a student association at Tampere University focused on organizing esports events and streaming other student events, organized the biggest Smash tournaments ever held in Finland, Bob-omb Battlefield, which had over 200 entrants.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, we are proud, that we represent them tonight, as well as BTS and Prolon and Cones Academy, and of course all the official partners or other official partners, which are the other same tournaments, like Fate Online coming up. We got Air coming up, also an online version. We got also plenty Smash Sisters events, by the way. And yeah, also shout outs to Smash Europe on Twitter. Boy Yuri doing God's work,
Yeah. Also, exclamation mark donate. I think
donate. It was donate.
Yeah.
Exclamation
donate in the chat for the Smash Sauna fundraiser.
Or maybe it doesn't work. Donation. All right, no, it works.
There it is.
Right. There we go. So follow the link that Moobot just sent you to to support children's hospitals. As we said earlier, the future of Smash, people like Danny, the future of Smash, they could use a little help here and there, especially if they end up in a hospital. So if you want to keep those hospitals funded, go to the donation link and give them all the money that you are able to give, while we are waiting for Steff Money and R23 to duke it out. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Mayhem, by the way. Mayhem is such a nice guy. I just saw him in chat.
Also one of the TOs here for Smash Sauna.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
help the little Dannies in the hospital. Exactly.
Danny's, little Danny's, the little King Goose, the little fluent coatings.
I don't think we know how old Danny is. He might be older than us, but
yeah, he might be 40 or something. I don't know. He might be a friend of Zeno Melos. You never know.
The legend Zeno Melo, a German Smash legend. I think it's more like an Austrian Smash legend, right? I think he's
Austrian. But it was the German, the EU and the German Smash Facebook groups from I think it was 3 to 4 years ago.
It's been a few years, yes.
It's been a few years, but
I think he went to one local in Austria.
Yeah, I know. Kevin told me about it. He's like, yep. Okay, we are going to start pretty soon. R23 versus Steff Money. Do you already have gameplay broadcast?
No.
Okay, so I'm still waiting for game as well. Maybe I'm going to refresh. Okay.
We'll be going into the match soon.
Meatzors, obviously Xenomelo won. He beat everybody. He beat, I think he beat 3 Falcons on level 9, which is...
at the same time.
At the same time.
Yep.
And Friendly Fire was off, so, just to make sure that they have the peak performance, And he did it with Yoshi, but none other than
he was a Yoshi main.
He was a Yoshi main, yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, unfortunately
I'm really surprised Zeno Melo is not in the Austrian crew here.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. God damn it, dude, I was just about to say. Unfortunately, they didn't send in Dino Melo here because I think he could have made a difference. Are there Yoshi players in the UK?
I don't think there are any ranked ones.
Okay.
I think there's one called Geo.
Never heard of him. Dang.
Yeah, I don't think there are ranked Yoshis in England.
Okay. Well, there's one number 1 ranked Yoshi in Austria, though. Oh boy, Xenomelo. Okay, and now we are finally going to start. Oh, Geobreaker is his name. Nice. Thank you, 10 Quid Shoes. Somebody told me like super funny story about 10 Quid Shoes. I think it must have been Calzum or something. He said like 10 Quid Shoes gave himself this nickname when he was like still super broke, but then he got like a super good job and now he wears like super expensive shoes all the time. All right, it's Pokemon Stadium. I think very neutral stage here. You really don't want to be on Battlefield, but then again, I don't know. Falcon also likes Battlefield, but I think it's a lot better for Sheik.
Do you have a broadcast?
I have a broadcast, yeah. I have R23.
wait.
His name is Ray Romano.
Okay.
And R23 hitting him with an F smash, still comboing out of it with a forward air, but not quite getting Steph Money off stage. So yeah, it's looking grim for Steph Money so far. But you know how Falcon works. Like one opening could be more than enough. In this case, it wasn't though. My man, and now he's off stage. He got hit with a down smash, very unfortunately, to the wrong direction and just got edge shocked. And then a nice little donation to the Steph Money and Austria donation drive with this very, very messy ledge dash that R23 attempted there. Looking like an old man, not being on his galint here. And yeah, still, Steph Money is, throwing out hitboxes left and right, overshooting his aerials mostly because maybe he must be thinking like, R23 is sitting so far away, maybe I should overshoot something because he looks scared of me and maybe he will retreat. But, R23 is not getting him the satisfaction. Instead, he is just, waiting for Steph Money to throw out these overshoot aerials and then hitting him out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, that's going to be it.
Yeah, the overshoot aerials just... they lose to like F tilts in place, so it's not an option you really want to use as Captain Falcon. You want to bait out these F tilts and then try and dash and grab them.
Good shield DI there by R23, by the way, to get that grab, but he's still going. I was about to say, but not too much lead out of it, but he was still going, and this could be. Oh,
it doesn't get the edge guard. That's some land. Oh, it just comes down with the down air.
That's going to be it. All right.
And Austria on the last stock right now.
Yeah, the last remaining stock of the Austrian crew, and it's Steph Money trying to pull through for formerly one of the best crew battle nations in Europe, but that's some years back. They looking weak today, unfortunately.
I mean, are they looking weak, or is did Frenzy just look really, really strong?
Might be both. But I don't know. I can't blame any of the players losing to Frenzy there. So yeah.
Yeah, but Steph Money closes it out here, forces England into their fourth player.
So yeah, that's gonna be Prof, Loster, or GG, right? I gotta close this broadcast. Yeah, good stuff by Steph Money. He lost 3 stocks, so yeah, last stock remaining. 3 stocks versus 8. Gonna be rough for him.
Yeah, just send in GG for the fans.
Yeah, exactly. You send in R23.
We don't want to see Prof.
I mean, Prof also delivers some massive fan service. I mean,
send in GG.
Thinking about it, Prof could definitely make a much better case, for being a UK fan by delivering a very nice combo containing shines and up tilts and weak aerials into stronger aerials against a Captain Falcon than a Jigglypuff ever could, right?
Yeah, probably. But the fans want GG.
Okay, if the fans want GG, I'm gonna go with whatever the fans want. The fans want Princess GG. It's gonna be the Zelda. That's what is being called in chat. I don't know if Chad has the last word here, but they might be. But yeah, true. I saw GG in some brackets. I never seen him play, but I saw him in some brackets before, and I thought it must be Maxi because he plays Jigglypuff and Zelda, the same characters that
Yeah.
Maxi chooses. So I was like, is this Maxi in disguise? Is he like smurfing in tournaments? And turns out, nope. It's just another person. A very, very solid Puff and also Zelda player.
All right. Still waiting for a broadcast.
Yeah, I'm on Steffen Money.
Oh, okay, it looks like the English crew is sending in Loster next.
Loster, all right. So none of us got what they wanted. I mean, I always love to see a Peach, but I don't want to see Peach against Falcon. I'm like, this like it always hurts my little Peach heart. GG uses they them. I'm sorry, EUO. I should just default to always say they them, right? Because it's like I don't know.
Yeah, we should.
We should, yeah.
It's kind of hard for Germans because we don't have an equivalent to that in German.
Yeah, exactly.
So when speaking a different language, it kind of feels weird to us. Like that's what happens to most Germans.
True. So we don't mean ill, obviously.
Like Germans have like a gender for everything. They just call everything der or die, or like even a table has a gender in German.
It's a table is a him, by the way, in German.
Yeah, it's a him.
It's a him, obviously. Yeah. By the way, Loster informed us that GG had to play table tennis, so that's why that's why he is subbing in for him. Good stuff. You're doing the Lord's work, Loster. Very, very solid of you that you let your man play his table tennis match. Might be more important than this, right? Looking at you, GG. Alrighty. And it's going to be Battlefield. Or it's not. Chef Money still has to lose stocks. Yeah, there we go. I mean, they could have just played it with this one stock, but,
Yeah.
All right, and there we go. Loster sitting on 4 stocks with Chef Money. I think Loster has a solid chance to take this. But, never underestimate Falcon in this matchup. He has such explosive combos. And, Peach kind of perfectly combos into, kind of has a perfect weight for all his moves. Just like Marth, for example. But
Loster already coming in huge.
Yeah, true.
Already has 83% on his first stock.
That could be it already. But Loster doesn't attempt to edgeguard here. Maybe he wants to do something cute. There's going to be, weak aerial. I thought about that. I thought, maybe throw in
another weak one. Another weak aerial. He's going to go for another right.
He went for an up B, my man. Good smash here there by Loster. And this should be it. Oh no! Loster loses the stock.
And Steph Money makes it back.
Steph Money makes it back, taking 3 stocks already. So it's still counting, by the way. Okay. And we are not counting anymore. England takes it with 7 stocks remaining over Austria.
Yes,
it looked a lot more grim than that, but Danny showed up big time.
It looked really bad when Frenzy was playing.
Yeah.
But then Danny.
Yeah.
All right.
And Loster anchoring Prof's crew here. Good stuff. We had a nice little moment for Steph Money there with the up B recovery. So he got his fair share of attention from all the sponsors out there who want to maybe pick up some players. Good showing by the English crew. Obviously, they dominated the Austrian crew here, but nonetheless, for that the kind of underdog that Austria was here, I think, especially the players that we least expected to.
They showed up.
Danny showed up big time. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but that's going to do it for today. I think that was the last crew battle. Thanks to everyone for watching. And we're going to go into another small break.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
We're once again back at the God Lake.
The sun hasn't set.
It's always shining here
It's always
in
sunny.
Hervanta, Tampere,
Yep.
in Finland, and but yeah, we saw some amazing cruise matches,
Yeah.
and of course, Team Finland.
Big win.
Yeah, big win, and also we saw wins today from Denmark, Germany,
Yeah.
England, and what? Okay, France. I got the I got the information. My notes were a bit off. I only had 4 names, 4 countries here. So
5-1. So
Yeah.
something was
yeah,
off.
as the first cruise set was Switzerland's set was cancelled. So yeah. But okay, I think we have a donation. One more donation coming our way. So Smash Finland has donated 20 euros.
Very generous.
Yeah.
We also want that the future pot fillers to get good treatment at the Children's Hospital Big Heart. What a beautiful sentiment.
Yeah.
I have to say thank you very much to
Yeah.
the association.
Yeah, I agree, and I really love the way young Ulrich put it in the commentary.
Yeah, the future pot fillers.
Yeah, I agree. I like the way he thinks about that.
Yeah, in a certain way, it's quite positive, I think. I mean, Melee is going to grow so much.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay, but for tomorrow, we're going to have singles pools and teams pools and also teams bracket.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, there's on BTS2, there's going to be Smash Sisters going, I think...
6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 o'clock CEST. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but I think that's it for today. Tune in tomorrow for good quality content from here from Suolijärvi and also from for the great melee that we're gonna have tomorrow. But yeah, see you.
See ya.